We draw right now on the front line, like a bolt right out of the blue. The sky's alight with an indie vibe. Heads are rolling rock tonight. Marcus is about to draw. We salute you. Doc Bacon is about to draw. We salute you. All my glitches bow salute you. Yes, we do. For those about to draw. Oh, we salute. We're just pencils for hire with the rock and roll fire, ready and aimed at you. Break your balls and lead up your pencils for a double page spread of doom. Tank Ferret's here to draw. I salute you. Oh, the evil ginger's here to draw. We salute you. Those about to draw fire. We salute you. Fire. We salute you. Come on. For those about to draw. We salute you. For those about to draw. We salute you. For those about to draw. We salute you. How dear is here to link all them chains. Mama Donna's kicking ass and taking names.
That's your sweet ass, I do.
Talking indies and promoting books. We doing it for real. No, we ain't no crooks. We salute you. Yeah. We salute you. We salute you. We salute you. The studio going live. The studio.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 72 of the studio. I am your host, Don Edwards, Don Draw Stuff, that guy that your mother warned you about, the guy that you really shouldn't stare at on a moving vehicle, the guy who will give you a finger if you're in the slow lane. I am him, he, they, them, and all the pronouns in between. I hope we're doing good tonight. I hope we're ready to promote Pendragon, the Legend Foretold Book 1. We're going to help our buddy Aaron Jordan now try to get the word out about his book. Ask some tough questions about why he may have fumbled the ball on the campaign the first time around. But we're not going to judge too harshly, guys, because we're all human. We all make mistakes. But the important thing is he's coming back around to make it right, to get the book out to the fans, and to give us all something that we really want, which is kick-ass entertainment. And on that note, I want to say happy Saturday and to welcome Mama Donna into the chat. Mama Donna.
Hello, guys.
Yeah, baby. All right, let's get this party started. Let's get the big wigs up into his ass, at least those that we got in here at the moment. Some of them are running a little late. It'll be okay because they're worth the wait. I think we're all worth the wait. So here we go. We got Marcus. We got John Apple.
What's up?
Here somewhere.
And we got the
Hey,
mighty Doug.
Woo!
So, guys, how we doing tonight? Did we have a good week?
So far, so good.
So
Yeah.
far, so good.
I hit all the bodies, so I should be okay.
The enthusiasm is overwhelming. Absolutely overwhelming.
Marcus might be on mute. Oh, never mind. I just have a stupid delay.
A stupid delay! You guys got anything you want to talk about real quick before we bring our guest in? Anything you want to push? Like the fact that Omega Mission, the sign up for Omega Mission will be April the 18th. That episode of the studio, I will announce it and open the doors, the floodgates, the gate live. 418, sign up for my comic Omega Mission.
Is that an Omega Black Badge mission?
The book of the year, it will be. We're here.
Awesome.
Man, you guys are killing me tonight.
So how about that Luther Strode?
Get some caffeine in your blood.
Freaking awesome.
Yeah, it is.
And I bought the individual issues when it came out, but I had to have the graphic novel.
No,
So I could
I showed
go
you
through
that big one that I got, and I couldn't put it down. It's just amazing, brilliant.
Well, I had the first two graphic novels, but
Mhm.
now I've got a match set, so I have all three of them now.
Why do we
Nice.
have two Marcuses? What the hell's going on?
Is that any? Can anybody hear me?
Yeah, there you are. What's up,
Yeah.
buddy?
Yeah, I don't know. It's acting weird. It acted weird the other day too.
Yeah, Restream's been having a bit of a problem with it.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. If it's stream on my computer.
It may have been. It might be the internet too. I mean, we don't know. I mean, we're invading. Iran might be doing something to our internet, guys.
Sure. Yeah, they're not capable of that. That's all right.
A flock
I
of
did get
seagulls.
this spiffy Black Knight Returns sketch cover too.
What's that now?
Nice.
Oh wait, I didn't see that. So, are you going to start doing sketch covers and selling them?
Well, I've got a few that I've started, but figure when I do start doing cons again, I should have a mixture of different things.
Nice.
Awesome.
Very cool. Very
Yeah,
cool.
good idea.
Hopefully, I got it today, so I have no idea what I'm gonna do on it yet. But
How do
it's
you
time to figure it out.
How do you get the sketch covers, man?
I got this at my local comic shop.
Oh, okay.
You haven't seen them?
I didn't know this one had a sketch cover until I went in
No,
today.
not you. I was saying to Don. Don hadn't seen them at you.
I don't.
You know.
I don't have any comic shops I can get to, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
I live.
Well, man, I think you could probably order them, huh?
I live on the other side of the upside down. I'm in the in between.
You're in the in between. Yeah.
In between, yeah. I'll tell you what. While we're waiting for some more of the guys to come in, why don't we take a look at the
Oh,
chat?
Katie did's here. We have to behave ourselves.
We got Hal Darren, our moderator extraordinaire. What's up, buddy? And we got Michael Ferrero. Always good to see you in the chat, my friend. Hell, you talented freaks. Hell, Aaron. But most importantly, hell the friggin' chat. That's what's up. That's the right attitude to have. Hail the chat. Because without the chat, what are we, guys? For nothing. We're just a couple of
The
moves
chat wasn't working on Wednesday afternoon. It was terrible.
on YouTube.
I suppose we're gonna be nice to Nick Axe now.
Yes, Nick Axe, who is now a member of the group chat in the secret DMs.
Yeah, there goes the neighborhood. Jesus, let these Canadians in. Jeez, Louise.
There's no standards anymore. Katie did. Hey, what's up, Katie? We love you. We love everything that you do, even the stuff that we don't know about. Oh my God, is that Sailor Moon in the Duck Bacon avatar? Duck Bacon, what are you? Are you transitioning, sir?
No, you didn't see those. That was the completed commission I was doing.
Oh yeah, you showed that up last night. Last week.
Yeah,
Got
yeah. I
Norman
remember.
Screaming Raven 3956. Don, Marcus, John, Ducky, hail to you, gents. Chat, hail to thee. Saboteur Comics, hey everyone. Sheldon Martin, also a new member of our coveted group chat. Hey guys, hey Mama Donna. Showing love in the chat.
Is it true you kicked Omar out of the group chat?
That is not true.
Oh, okay. I was
Oh,
hoping.
we had to make room.
That is high.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh, I got something. Hold on if I can find it.
People saying hi to Katie. Got Caleb Reynolds in the chat. Woo! Hail Don in the panel. Howdy, chat.
Hey, I got a sketch cover.
Okay, so I'm going to have to get some sketch covers.
Let's see it.
If you have an
see.
Amazon
That's
account,
pretty
Don, you should be able to find some.
Now, this sketch cover has a story. This guy, I was at a con today, and with Andy Smith, and he just asked me if I could do a sketch cover of what was it, a Superman cover, and I was going to do it there, but I was in somebody else's chair, so I decided to take it home.
What are you doing sitting in somebody else's chair, Marcus?
Well, he didn't. The guy who was with Bud Root didn't show up till later.
He was
so I could
keeping
sit
it
in
warm
his chair.
for him.
Just because
Yeah.
you are extreme does not give you the right to take everybody else's chair, dude.
Yeah, it does.
Show some
Do it.
respect.
Do it.
Hey, hey.
That's exactly why I'm extreme.
They don't show up. Fuck 'em.
Superman 280. He wanted me to do it. And I said, Well, I'll try to do it here, but there's no guarantee I'll have time here. Why don't I take it back and I'll send it to you? So I took it home.
Awesome. So we're all caught up on the chat, and looks like we're still waiting for some of the other guys, but it's okay. We'll go ahead and bring Aaron in. Say hi to him.
We'll talk shit about the
What's
other
up,
guys
Aaron
until they
Jordan
show
of
up.
Hey.
Playing Comics? How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. Can you hear me all right?
We can hear you all right. How you doing this evening?
Good. I'm doing pretty good. Can't complain.
Do you got your sales pitch ready? Are you ready to do this?
Oh yeah, as ready as I'll ever be. Let's
Okay.
get going.
We're going to hold you to it. Now, before we get into it, do you have anything you want to lay out and let everybody know?
Okay, yeah. So this has been a long journey to trying to get this book made. You're gonna be hearing some high. You're gonna be hearing some highs. You're gonna be hearing some lows, and you're gonna be hearing things that honestly sound too good to be true. But I'm kidding you not.
Okay. So now I'm looking at your Fund My Comic page. Now,
Yeah.
you're on the storefront. Is that correct?
Oh, it's more like it's more like a mix between a storefront and a crowdfund. So we have everything laid out in a way that you can purchase everything manually, and we keep it that way just in case, just so that when we do fund, we can still we don't really have to modify anything for the store to stay up.
Okay.
And the plan was once Pendragon is done and we're ready to move on, we can close that campaign and move on to the next book.
Okay. Now, you're asking for $1,000 goal on this, and you're at 307 at the moment with 15 backers. We played the trailer. Do you want to speak a little bit about the book, or you just want me to read from the page?
Oh no. I'm gonna speak about it. So
right.
Imagine a world where the fairy tales from Celtic mythology and British mythology shared an entire dimensional space. Now imagine the stories from King Arthur and all those other tales are true to an extent. History has gone on for so long that we've embellished a lot of these legends. And one man who we know as Merlin, the greatest wizard of all time, is the only one with the true knowledge of what's gone on. And pretty much this story is okay. I know I'm going with this now. Okay, so now we got all that, right? Imagine now that that source of magic gets cut off from our world for like 1,000 years, but there's something going on in the background that would not only bring the magic back, but bring back an ancient evil along with it. And only the true heirs of the Pendragon, King Arthur's lineage, are able to, put an end to this evil.
Okay.
Awesome. It's great artwork.
Thank you. So this is like a 78-page comic book, and the thing I love about this is when I was first getting the idea for the book, it was originally supposed to be a comic. It was supposed to be like sort of Shazam for type deal where the guy a kid goes and finds King Arthur's sword and he gets all the powers of King Arthur. So after doing some thinking, I thought this story is kind of fucking generic. Like I don't know how I could sell that. I don't know how I could like write or do anything with this book. So I started going.
Wait a minute. Are you calling your own comic book generic?
No. I'm calling the original concept for the comic book generic.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
Continue on.
What? Say that again.
Go ahead. Finish up.
Okay, my bad. So after researching more on King Arthur, I realized that it also had Celtic roots, and I thought that this would be a good idea, a good way to tell a fantastic story about legacy and what that the expectations that kind of legacy, of being the successor to King Arthur would be, is like it is a really heavy load to carry. So here we have David Gracie. He's going to be the main protagonist, and I'm sure you guys are all aware he's black. But
Oh, okay. No, I wasn't aware of that, but okay.
What?
Thanks for pointing it out.
yeah, but nah. It's crazy. It's like basically his whole deal is he's pretty much just this nobody. Like he was created in a way to be like the average guy in the city who doesn't really have much going on for him, but he wants something more of himself, from himself. But the problem is he doesn't know where he wants to be in life. And luckily for him, or unluckily, depending on how you want to look at it, he's given a chance to be the next wielder of Excalibur, or as in this book, we're using the actual Welsh term Calid folk. I hope I pronounced that right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So right here, this was drawn by Carly and Gracia, and he's fantastic artist that you can find on Instagram. And he pretty much did all the pencil work and ink for the book. And
Nice.
above, like the colors were done by David Smelling. Real good. He had the real solid technique with the way that he does the coloring. Like we do it in a way that we are able to actually keep like almost 100% of the line art.
Okay.
Nice.
So, Aaron, let me ask you: have you been on many streams talking about?
No, I actually haven't. It's been kind of hard. It's been pretty hard trying to get on streams. Like the way my work schedule is, I can only really do afternoon streams. So
Okay.
the streams I really want to get on, like Dave Brink, I can't really do. And on the other hand, I also have let's see. I'm not gonna lie. Trying to get streamers through messaging for me has been kind of tough with scheduling.
Okay, let me offer you just a little bit of advice. Okay,
Yeah.
Get your sales pitch down. Your sales pitch is extremely lacking right now. You're kind of all over the place with the story. You sound very uncertain of yourself and what you're doing. And I think if you were to tighten all that up a whole hell of a lot and then come back, you would do fairly well, because this is not a bad looking comic. It sounds like a decent premise. But right now, I think you're just a little too loose with everything. It didn't quite feel fully formed. And if you're going to try to get on streams, you're not going to build a whole lot of customer confidence that way.
No, trust me, I understand. I'm honestly not really used to streams. There's a reason why I don't really do many streams. It's like it's something that I'm not used to doing yet.
Right. Okay. Well, how
You
long?
know any jokes?
No.
How long is your campaign going to run?
This one?
Yeah.
It's gonna run until we either complete the book or we manage to fund enough money to complete it.
Okay.
That's pretty much the main goal.
All right. Well, we got the link pinned in the chat, and I'll go ahead and thank you for taking the time to come on and get your sales pitch very, very tight, and we'll be more than happy to have you on again. Okay.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. You have a good night, and we appreciate it.
All right, no problem. Thank you.
All right.
Okay, terrific.
Yeah, that was.
Wait, is that it?
Yeah. No offense to him, dude. I just couldn't keep going with that. It was killing me.
Okay. Yeah.
He's got to tighten up. All he's going to do.
I wasn't going to say anything. He was supposed to be on with Elliot.
Yeah.
And he never showed up.
Well, I don't think that was his fault. I think he.
No, I mean, I don't know either, but I was just going to mention him.
It was just he.
Well, I guess I'll just draw whatever I started. It's not going to be.
Yeah, he doesn't sound like he's got a whole lot of confidence in what he's doing.
The book looked pretty nice, though. I read it on. I looked at it on Global Comics.
And I don't think I could go through 2 hours of that, guys.
Yeah,
I really don't. I think I would go crazy.
Yeah, I've seen pictures of I guess from the earlier campaigns. It looks great.
Yeah, it's not a bad looking book.
But yeah, he does need to.
No, we should have kept him on. We should have kept him on so we could. Yeah, I know. We need to make him more comfortable with streaming, bro.
Dude, I'm sorry. I cannot do it. I
came in late, so
well, in that case, let's go.
I saw it crash and burn at the end here.
He's got to get a little bit more pizzazz.
That's why I asked him if he knew any jokes.
Yeah, that was funny.
It might take him 20 minutes to tell one. I don't know.
Oh, jeez.
I know, guys. I'm a horrible human being. I can't.
I didn't know if we were going to be able to go hours with him, Don. I mean,
get him back here. Let's go. Let's make him suffer.
Okay, let's spend 2 hours.
Fuck that. Let's make these people fucking suffer. You're gonna pitch a book, get your ass over here and suck through the suck, bro.
Just for everybody out there, when you're doing a comic book campaign, just have it together. Get a sales pitch, practice it, get it
practice
down.
it. Yeah, man. Even if it's in your head or something, I mean, write it down if you have to.
It is the most generic ass story on the face of the planet. You talk that shit up like it's the best thing going.
Like Omega Mission.
Like Omega, thank you,
man. Yeah, Omega Mission. Let's go.
You never asked for. Come in this summer.
You get Omega Mission, and then you get the full black badge.
Yeah, maybe even with the side glitch glazing. You never know.
Oh.
Well, expand
Black Badge
with a 10-page glitch story in the back.
Sheldon Martin in the chat. Why didn't you just let Omar harass him like you did Zach?
Dude, I would have 100%. Dude,
if Sheldon comes up with jokes like that, he's going to have to become a bigwig. That's a good one.
You got to make him laugh a little bit, Don. You got to ease him into this. You got to you're trying to get the tip in, and then you give him the whole enchilada. I'm the whole enchilada. So
let me just say that Homer, you now have to submit at least first couple of your pages to Zach Leroy for review.
Review.
No shit, man. No shit. I gotta get this to him.
He should get hard art with that review.
Oh, dude, and then I gotta do.
Yes, there it is.
The big D cover.
Yes.
The big D.
Holy crap! Not even the great Malin could have done that.
This is.
He would have drawn an actual penis.
This is the real Mondo Rising right here, guys. Right here.
Mondo Rising.
Can you tell us a little bit about this?
Well, I thought of you see it kind of goes like this, right? You see the guy and it kind of goes right in there.
It kind of goes like this. I wonder who says that all the time.
It kind of goes like it's like this, guys. It's like this,
guys.
Dude, so I'm gonna Photoshop this and then I'm gonna put it right here.
This is the big D cover, correct?
The big D cover.
Big D cover.
What is it? Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. My God, we're horrible.
The Purple Menace.
I guess I'll just keep drawing this.
Yeah, just
Hey,
keep
Duck, how
drawing.
you doing today?
Oh, jeez. Well, who are you asking, Marcus?
I was asking Duck how he's doing today.
Yeah, Doug, how are you doing, buddy? Doing all right?
I'm all right. How you
Duck's
doing?
existing
Cool.
in Sailor Moon.
You read any new good comic books?
So
Mm-hmm.
I could tell you the story. Don.
Oh,
Sorry.
Andy Smith
I'm
does
sorry, Doug.
honestly apologize for not being able to come on.
Well, he told me that Saturday is his day to stick his feet up.
Saturday, Friday, his daughter's work schedule. He has to drive his daughter to work, and it's like she starts at like 3:30 in the morning. And the only normal days he's had are Fridays and Saturdays.
No,
If
man.
she had like a normal schedule, he'd have no problem. So it's nothing against you.
I don't know why I want to go 2 days a week.
I told him that it was that you took it very badly. And no.
What? Why do you gotta talk?
I'm kidding. No, but he was honest about it. I wanted to let you know that he really did mean it.
It wasn't like I was crying in my
Throwing
cup.
Don under the table. I love it. I
you
love
were
it.
crying in your Cheerios.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Fucking the guys at the bus station know who I am by all the tire tracks on my back.
Man,
Oh,
look at
Lord.
that Sailor Moon on Duck. That's cute.
You
Yeah,
like
that's all
that?
we need to see.
I do.
Are you ever going to get a setup where we can see what you're drawing?
Eventually.
Yeah, he had one for a little bit, and all of a sudden it disappeared. Like he was doing it, he had his arm, his little, he had that tripod going, and then he's like, "Oh no, I don't want to share."
Yeah. It's like, are you self-conscious, Doc? Do you not have confidence?
I'm self-conscious.
Look, I drew a little Sailor Moon Duck. Check it out. I did a Valentine's Day Sailor Moon. Little
Let's see it.
Probably his gigantic boobs.
Make it big.
Chibi.
Can't see it.
little chibi style. I need to color it, paint it.
I didn't even want to
Nice,
draw
that's a
this.
good
Why am
job.
I drawing this?
Yeah,
It's very
just
solid.
cheap. It's a total ripoff. Like I just copied.
Are you doing that for somebody or?
Nah, it's just a fun little Valentine's Day
I'm
card
doing it
that
for you, Doc.
I did for the
Purple
stream on
man.
Valentine's Day. You want? I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you, Duck. You can give
Happy
it to one of
Valentine's Day,
your
Doc.
girls or
Happy
whatever.
Valentine's Day.
Buddy.
I don't know if you got girls, but
Happy
Happy
Valentine's Day, Marcus.
Day.
I have feelings for you that go over the moon.
over the Sailor Moon.
Over the Sailor Moon. There you go.
Moon's
Oh,
over
yeah.
my hammy, Duck.
How's your migraine, man? Did it take you all week to recover from it? Are you okay now?
Well, it's like off and on.
It only happens on Saturday around this time, right?
Mhm.
You get migraines a lot, seriously.
No, I
That
used to
kinda
get them a
sucks.
lot when
I
I
mean-
was a kid, but
Okay.
yeah, it's they kind of
Was it-
resurfaced.
When you were
That
pregnant.
sucks. I'm going to blame Don for that.
I guarantee you, if we'd have had Dude on any longer, you would have had a migraine.
Oh man,
Oh shit, this sucks. I don't know if I want to draw this.
you gotta. we gotta get these kids learned.
I don't know, man. I mean,
Look, if anyone out there's listening, and including you guys, you gotta watch the video on YouTube called "Death by PowerPoint" or "The Art of Storytelling" by oh god, what is his name? Can't remember his name, but he's from like Scandinavia, but he speaks English, and he's so good, like how to sell things. It's only 15 minutes.
Tank, why are you in the chat talking shit?
Yeah, why
His name
Tank?
is Nick Axe.
What's up, Nick? Get your ass in here.
Yeah, you got the invite. We have room. I think James is getting his oil checked or something.
James doesn't like you anymore.
That's fine. I don't like James.
Remember, he used to talk so much early on, and now he's just
He's all like quiet and shit.
yeah. Because
James
he
is
got what he
JP
wanted.
Phillips.
He
we
got what
shaved
he
him
wanted.
into submission. Who's next?
His pages got colored, so he's okay now.
Yeah, right. He just joined. You know, if I joined this show, maybe this bastard would cover my goddamn comic book.
Yeah. Otter Roy says, I believe the points have been made. Something writers are not the important element in making comics. If a writer can explain his own comic, how the hell are they that important?
Well,
Well, Art of Royce got a point.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but it should go without saying that you need to be able to sell your book.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean,
I
without a doubt.
understand that sometimes coming on these shows is the only way to do that.
You should be the most excited person on
Exactly.
stream about your book. That you should be
Right.
so excited that the host can barely get a word in edgewise and kind of wants to kick you for being so goddamn
It
excited.
looked like
You
you
have
had
to
That's
drink
why
one of these
McFarlane was so
beforehand and then
successful,
sell
is
your
because
book.
he was both an artist and a businessman.
Yeah.
But also that
Nice
guy,
fucking choice.
that guy had a little bit of a speech. It sounded like a speech impediment too.
A speech impediment?
Now you're gonna go after his speech impediment?
Yeah, way to
No,
go after
but if
the
he wasn't,
handicap,
maybe that's why he
Marcus.
felt so
Heck,
comfortable.
Marcus.
Hey, gentlemen, we're talking all over each other. Can you give everybody a little bit of
Shut up and read a comic book, Omar.
a beat? Give everybody
Yeah,
a beat so
okay.
they can finish their thoughts. Jeez.
What the fuck? I didn't put the link in the chat? I thought I did.
I used the one in the chat to get to the show tonight. I think you
John's-
did it. I think you did it before you added Nick to the group.
Damn it. And it didn't take. All right, hang on. I'll re-add it. God damn it.
John said something earlier, but we talked all over him, or you guys talked all over him.
Oh, go ahead, John. We say
I
your
don't even-
piece.
Don't even remember what it was.
It was that important.
Yep.
Hey, I
We all
don't know
made
about
that
you guys, but did you guys have a speech class in high school?
Yeah.
Public
we
speaking or something
had
like
what
that?
we had to take.
Yeah, speaking. Yeah, public
didn't need
speaking
one.
or speech or whatever. You didn't need one. Okay. Well, if you didn't have one, you need to fucking learn how to tell a speech, and that's how you get good at this. At least so you can pitch your book, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to pitch the book.
Yeah. And even in college, like I mean, I had a speech class in college too. So
Yeah.
They let you go to college?
Omen Screaming Raven's got a good point here. You have to be your own number one fan, and it has to
Yes.
show. It
You
starts
have
to
to
go
be- yeah, you have to
out
be
from
like
there.
your own Stan Lee.
Yeah, otherwise it's dead in the water before it even swam. I mean,
If,
look,
Dead in
if
the
the
water.
fans don't see that you believe in your book, they're
Yeah.
not going to buy it.
I mean, he was fucking boring me to tears. How can I be excited and promote his book if he's not even excited about it?
my comic's about King Arthur and the Pendragon. He gets a sword and he swings it around and he makes love to sweet ladies. There you go. That's the bit.
Weird. It was weird that he pointed out that his main character was
And he's black.
Yeah,
Yeah, and he pointed out that yeah.
like okay.
I
So?
could tell that by looking at the artwork.
Stop. You're killing me.
I got these two things called eyes, guys.
Wait, let me see. Let me see if I can make fun of his speech impediment. Let me see if I can.
Oh,
No,
come on
no.
now.
I didn't mean it like that.
That's Marcus's job.
No, I meant it maybe that.
Do you like Jim Wee? Jim Ree? Jim Ree?
Hey,
You like Jim
glad-
Wee?
Just be glad I didn't turn Mama Donna loose because she was champing at the bit over there. She was ready to go.
No.
She was ready to go.
Let's start a GoFundMe for him so he can get a speech therapist.
Yeah, she was over there like yawning and shit.
That's not offensive.
Mom, go ahead. Tell him.
I meant it nicely, Doc. I didn't mean it meanly.
Hang on. Mama Donna's
I
got
meant
something
it.
to
I
say.
thought maybe he was, uncomfortable, and I wanted to be nice to him.
You
And
remember
they
saying?
turned it into this mean thing.
Oh, you suck.
Yep.
Yeah,
Just
he
wanted to
did
let
seem
you
like
know
he was
that.
uncomfortable. This was a
I don't
new
think he was
experience
British
for
Charter
him.
Roy. I just think he was fucking nervous. Like he was
Yeah.
and
Yeah, he should
unsure,
look-
and he just did not know what to say.
That's what you want to hear when you go to sleep.
Oh, damn. Yeah. If you guys ever have trouble going to sleep, you can just cut the first 10 minutes of this stream,
Oh shit.
and you will be knocked out. Maybe forever. Omen wants to know, how is Mama Donna? Are you feeling better, Mom?
I'm feeling a lot better.
Tell the world how good you're feeling.
Feeling a lot better.
Hell yeah. All right, Carrie told me to shut up and let you speak, so you take over.
I've been taking on down all week.
That's it?
Yeah, but you still come back more.
I know, I'm an asshole.
That's for sure.
Oh boy.
I thought maybe the guy
Oh,
might have
boy.
been a little bit autistic.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
I think
Oh
when
my gosh.
Let's
think
see.
we-
Arthur Roy says, Omer, you should never make fun of anyone's voice. Yeah, high-pitched
Oh jeez, yeah. Well, I knew that was coming. That was coming.
But that made my whole night.
that's great right there.
Yeah. Thank you for putting me in my place, Arthur Roy. You're a gentleman and a scholar. I love it.
Hey
You
guys,
dumb bitch, Homer.
do you all know that Donald Scott, a Jeremiah frog?
Oh, come on, Mom. You weren't going to talk about that.
You're talking about the stuffy?
He's talking about when I fart.
Holy shit!
What?
Well, I always say, well, Jeremiah's back on the job.
Okay, there's a running gag that when we fart, we say something about a bullfrog being in the house, right?
Well, you do.
Yeah.
I mean, you got the
Good.
biggest part of the
You do.
Yeah, I got a manly fart. I fart like a man. Like I grunt and shit.
Holy!
Dainty
Is
you
that
are?
something?
Oh, Nick
you-
Axon.
Some call a man, some call
Yeah,
a
we
disgusting
wonder why God's
pig.
not married.
You know, tomato.
I could have swore it sounded loose, like it's had a lot of stuff up in there. It just goes.
Whoa.
The problem, yeah, it's you know, the problem
What did
with
I just
Don
walk
is
into?
they're
Why do
like
I
wet
always
farts.
walk into this stuff all the time? What
It's
the
your
hell's
timing.
going on?
You have great timing.
It seems so.
And the problem is that they're wet farts.
Wet
Oh my
farts.
goodness. There we go.
Hey, that's a great name for a show.
Art of Roy just dipped out.
Hey, I'm going to name this. Nick, I'm going to name, since I started drawing a
This is a
barbarian, I'm
shitty
gonna name this
conversation.
one Crom.
Yep, exactly.
Gotta
Good
you
move.
joy. You get
Good
it
move.
too. Like every other barbarian comic is named Crom.
Right.
Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah.
Just make
Oh.
sure that
Nobody
when
can
you
back
get
this
ready,
one.
you got your cells pitched together. Don't be scared.
I'm gonna call mine eggplant.
Eggplant.
My
Makes
crom,
sense.
it's stand hard. My crom.
But guys, do check out the book. We got the link pinned to the top of the chat.
It is a beautiful
It
looking
is a
comic
great
book.
looking
It's a
book.
great looking book. It does have a
It
decent
really
book.
is.
And it stars a black guy, guys, just so you don't know. Just so you know. I mean,
In
just
case
so
you
know.
couldn't tell,
In case you couldn't tell. He's got dreadlocks.
there
He's
is
got
a
dreadlocks,
representation going on, and we.
I don't know. I think white people should have dreadlocks.
They did.
It didn't the Vikings? And seriously,
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, braids.
I
I
don't
don't know
have
they were
enough hair.
dreadlocks necessarily,
Oh.
but they braided their hair to keep it out of their face while they fought.
What Belmont?
Yeah.
Up
I
right
braided
now.
my pubic hair.
See it.
Well,
Belmont.
Somebody heard me.
I know you're in here. I'll say hi to Belmont. I didn't see him in the chat.
Did
Belmont
you say you
can
braid
come on,
your pubic hair, Marcus?
Oh,
Yeah.
there
Oh my goodness.
it's up
Me
right.
too.
see, now you guys are going to scare Nick away.
Crom. C-O. I'm going to put 2 M's, though, for
Okay.
emphasis.
That way yours is
Crom
different
with
from
2
everybody
M's.
else's.
My crom. You make my crom stand, Marcus. You make my crom stand.
Holy moly.
Wow.
What if we started? This is going to be a classic episode now.
Yeah. Clipped and clipped. Snip, snip. Clip, clip, snip,
Unfortunately, we're so boring. Nobody wants to cook this anymore.
I kind of feel a little. I probably should have let him stay on a little bit longer.
It doesn't matter. We're not going to be clip Nick because no matter what Katie did at 8:30, let's see what time it is. She's over with the Commandos.
Yeah. Well, they got their
How dare she?
going.
How dare she?
The Commandos, they take precedence.
No, I'm in full support of them in their 100th episode. You guys can go
Yeah,
over
but
there for like a
I
minute.
hear no bitterness in Don's voice. Do you?
Mm-mm.
No.
No, not at all. Well, my problem with the
Was
Commandos
I
is
supposed to
that
listen to him?
Quinlan is a communist.
Oh my goodness.
Who's
You
a
know.
communist?
Yeah, but I'm
Quinlan's
a I'm a
communist.
communist by default because I live in Canada.
No, he's a real
Oh,
communist. He likes Russia and stuff.
Mm.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see.
No, I mean,
Phenomenon?
Russian women.
He was cracking up.
Russia is still communist.
They're still communists in
I don't
Russia.
know.
Once you are, you always are.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's it. That's it.
Kind of a default setting.
Like
Art of
Tucker
Roy
Carlson.
says, wanted to see dreadlocks on a white guy. Look
Not
up
really.
Albo Rossi. He's an Italian reggae singer. Get dreads down to the ground. Wow. Yeah, that's not a big flex for me.
Seems like that's
Russia's not communist no more.
one of those examples of
No,
too
they're not.
much of a good thing
Supposedly
is a
they're
bad
not,
thing.
but
They might as well
Where-
be communists.
What do those oligarchs do?
Oligarchs are just
I know
like
Don's an oligarch.
people. Ah, shit. I'm on the reverse side of oligarch. I'm porgarch.
He's
Pork.
Yeah.
Polish?
He's
What?
pork and a gark.
Yeah, that's another thing he wishes he was porking. That's another thing Don wishes. He wishes he was porking somebody. That's
You know, my mother's in the room.
I don't think that's ever made a difference.
I mean, good luck.
Earmuffs, Mama. Earmuffs. Earmuffs.
Have a modicum of respect.
I think she can give as much as she can get. I mean, you know.
Hey, any of you guys see Jim Carrey's face?
Oh yeah, that's
Why is
bad.
everybody freaking out about that? He's always doing some weird shit.
I think he's punking us. He's actually just because he's got so much control over his expressions. He's just holding that face like Calvin in that one comic. Do you remember that? Do you ever remember that comic strip with Calvin and Hobbes? And his mom tells him like stop making faces, to stop, because it's gonna stay that way. And so he's like cool, and then he just starts holding the face the entire time. No one remembers that.
I remember
that.
I don't remember which one.
I don't think he's holding the face.
No.
You don't think he's holding?
I think that's just his face.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Well, a lot of people are saying that's not him because the eye color is different and he's a little.
Oh yeah, he's been replaced.
There's a whole bunch of conspiracy theories that come out every second.
Have you not seen all the other times he's made public appearances, like at the MTV Movie Awards, where he's dressed up as somebody else and he's done this or he's done that? It's Jim Carrey.
Did he try Ozempic or something?
I don't know. Who cares?
Probably.
I really don't think he looks that different.
Yeah, I don't think
maybe a little, but you can still tell it's him.
He looks older.
He looks like
he looks older.
Yeah, he's 64 years old, isn't he?
Maybe he got a new makeup artist and the lighting's hitting him different.
Maybe he gained some weight.
I can see that. Sure.
But who cares? It's a celebrity. I really don't care.
Maybe his boyfriend finally gave it to him in a proper way.
Whoa.
Oh boy.
God.
I don't know why we gotta be
Isn't
so.
he Canadian?
Do you not like entertainment?
He
You don't
sure
watch
is.
movies or what, Duck? You don't watch TV shows and movies? You just
I
read
love
comics
being
only?
entertained, but
Okay, so you can't see how people would be attached to movie stars or creators. Wait, could you let me finish, sir? You're always interrupting everybody.
No, I can't.
You interrupt everybody.
Let me finish.
Oh,
We have a
jeez.
guest here.
attention.
Nick is
Don't
our
make
guest.
me bring that kid.
Guys,
Uh,
the
it's
negative
just not
energy is
entertaining.
bothering me.
Look at him. He's going to cry.
I'm gonna cry.
Royce
He's Canadian. Go easy on him.
He's
Yeah,
holding
really.
a lot of alcohol. Jim Carrey.
Oh, I could see that. Punch drunk face, yes.
Ballooning up.
Yeah, I could see that.
Whenever in doubt, ask Arthur Roy. He has all the answers.
I could see that.
Or at least something funny to read.
Yeah.
Or don't ask Arthur Roy because he'll make you cry.
Well, there is that.
You have to have feelings for
That's
that.
happened. That happened last week.
True.
My ex-wife took mine in the divorce, so I don't care.
Oh my goodness.
Got him in a jar.
I don't know what she did with them, but I know she took them with her.
She threw them away.
Probably.
And your current wife is wondering why you have no testicles.
Omer
No,
Carey
no.
says, "Don't
I know.
over Doc Bacon."
I just read it. Yeah. Oh God.
Yeah. Now you pissed her off. Good job.
I just can't talk. Period.
Yeah, Katie, that's Omer Glitch talking over everybody, being an inconsiderate little dickhead, not reading comics like he's supposed to.
Hi, Katie.
Katie says, "Hey, Arthur Roy."
Isn't
Hey,
Katie
Aaron?
supposed to be on the Commandos?
No, not till
Aaron
8:30.
left. Sorry,
Still got a few minutes.
no longer here. We exiled him. We invited him to come back once he has his pitch and everything down locked. Everybody's all talking on the stream. They're like, fucking Don Edwards is such an asshole. Kick that kid off.
Well,
Push his
you
book.
don't think they knew that already? I mean, come on. Does it matter now?
It's like, good Lord, I'll never get my book on there. You gotta kick me off. Fucking asshole.
They
Well
got that.
done. Well,
Yes, it's harsh, but you got to look at it from a professional perspective. If you don't look professional, people aren't going to buy your book.
Guys, why am I here?
I gave him advice. I thought I was pretty
you
polite.
kicked that guy. You let a Canadian on. What the hell?
Yeah, jeez.
I am showing my true colors.
Professional.
I too have a maple leaf in my backyard.
And he didn't even bring any beer with him. What kind of Canadian is that?
And I see
Yeah,
Buck
I'm a
Bacon
failure.
Sailor Moon avatar up close. Duck, do you got
I'm a
that?
bad communist too.
You got that Sailor Moon that you could bring up for Katie? She wants to check it out.
You can't just make it big.
Oh, for God's sake, dude! I was trying to show the artwork off. Okay, whatever.
I can't believe. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's really nice, Duck, by the way.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's okay. I'll put all the effort in. Don't worry about it.
We heard about that. You told us already that you put all the effort in, and we do nothing, and we
You
have to
guys
choose
do
what day of
shit.
the week, or you're going to get mad at us. And we heard all that
I'm
already.
already mad. I'm fucking furious. You got me so mad. I'm taking it out on guests and everything.
I've been on the show 5 minutes, and I feel like I'm doing emotional labor.
You are. Listen, Nick, you could, if you play your cards right, you can replace a couple of us.
She loves it, by the way, Duck Bacon. And
What's that?
She likes it, the Sailor Moon.
Awesome.
Maybe you can get a
She's
commission.
an expert on that stuff, that's for sure.
Katie Duck takes
Yeah, right up
commission.
her alley, I think.
I also take a 3% finder's fee.
Duck, if I may say, you could hire him to make your own Sailor Moon. I think he wouldn't mind. Would you say that?
I'd pose him.
I mean, that's exactly what I did with the one that I have.
You don't want to get paid, man.
Don's a talent manager, it seems.
I'm not.
Hey, you got to be careful. Don't be too nice to Katie. You might get clipped, and then you get snip, and then Orange Boy gets mad associating with Katie. And of course, I'm kidding, Katie. Who cares?
My boy, he screwed with my boy Apex Comics there.
Yeah, he's messing with Apex.
We're supposed to be doing work for him. We can't have him being bothered with. No
channel strikes, Panda Boy.
Nick, Carrie says this is where people come to get talking points for therapy. She probably has a good point.
Yeah. Well, let me unload.
Unload.
Here we go.
Yes, dump away
from
I
your
know
eyes.
some of this. Well, watch out, guys.
Do you remember?
I got the porta potty ready. I'm ready for you, Nick.
Remember
It has
in
something to do with
Goonies?
mailing.
Remember in Goonies when Chunk started spilling his guts to those Italians? Yeah. And in 5th grade. yeah.
I gotta watch it
I'm
again.
beginning to like this kid, Ma.
Yeah,
baby Ruth. What was the name of the pirate? What was his name?
Willie.
One-Eyed Willie.
One-Eyed Willie.
One-Eyed Willie. What an innuendo. What an innuendo, right? One-Eyed
It was the
Willie.
80s. That was
I don't get it. What do you mean?
socially acceptable.
It's like a whispering eye. One-Eyed Willie. It's just the tip, boys. Yar, then we give him the whole enchilada.
I think you're mixing metaphors.
Yeah, so I wake up and we're like bombing this shit out of Iran this morning.
Bomb, 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 Iran. Bomb,
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 bomb, bomb, bomb,
bomb,
bomb,
Iran.
You know you can.
Why do I hear cats screaming in the distance?
That's Mom.
Talk about
Mom's a
YouTube
cat?
jokers.
Tank Ferris says that we're all wrong. It's been obvious for years that Jim Carrey is an alien.
He's a
Did you see that documentary with Gina Davis? No.
Tank would know. Tank is an alien. That's true.
Well, this is what happens when
I
you.
thought he was a 1930s radio announcer.
No,
You seem to have given up on that.
He's got a much better microphone. He sounds really good when he's on air now.
I know. We liked it better when he had a crappy microphone.
Yeah. Omen Screaming Ravy says, One-Eyed Willie. He could be a real prick at times, but usually is a real upstanding individual.
Oh, my goodness.
Good one. He'll be here all night, guys. So are you drawing Blood Wolf there, John?
Yes.
Awesome.
Remember that Spider-Man picture I did? I figured I'm going to start a new portfolio for when I start going back to shows for my original art. I'm going to put that Arachnus piece that I got colored. I'm going to put that in there, or at least the original line work that I did. I did a picture of Man-Thing that I'm going to put in there, and then this is going to go in there, and then at some point I'm going to try to draw some female characters as well, just to show that I can draw them.
Okay.
Can we draw some female characters?
Oh,
guys?
what the hell? Katie says we're on this shit list because of tribalism? What?
Yeah, because we like Katie. Yeah.
Oh, well.
Oh, we're in the
Good
shit
Liam.
list too?
If I got to be on the shit list for that, then so be it. Keep me on there all the time.
I mean, if that's why, then who gives a shit?
Yeah, guilt by association, boys.
Holy shit, is that the Man Thing you did?
Yep.
Dude. Can you
Nice.
hold it up a little closer to the camera? Damn, dude. That's nice.
Great job.
Yeah.
And then for those that don't remember, this is the Arachnus piece.
Yeah, I sent the link to Michael.
Crazy.
You don't
Arachnus.
like this either now?
Probably not.
It's too tribalistic for him.
Oh, jeez.
I think he's still like on the fence about this whole CG thing. I don't think he knows what's up. But he likes Apple. That might be enough to get him in here. I don't know.
Who's that?
Michael Ortiz.
Oh, okay.
Michael Ortiz. Ortiz.
I think he
Yeah,
does.
I think I'm gonna do,
I don't really think that CG thing's a problem.
I think I'm going to do U.S. Agent next, and then after that, that's when I'm going to start figuring out female characters to put in there. Thank you, Katie. See, Katie's awesome. Clearly, she has excellent taste in art.
She does.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I've been showing it off. I'm going to show it off again because I'm so goddamn happy with it. This is some of the ash can that I'm working on. Or rather, I was told to start calling it a teaser. Because it's more of a teaser than an actual ash can for the comic. So
Nice.
this is page 5, the hero shot for Omega Mission, showcasing the characters. Took me
Yeah, that
3
was
days,
great, dude.
3 friggin' days to do this. I don't even want to talk about the perspective on those buildings. I actually learned how to do the perspective ruler, guys.
That looks
Which
like it
one
would
is
be
Zach
a
Roy,
good
though?
poster.
Thank you, Katie. Thank
I,
you.
I think you need to differentiate between the foreground, middle ground, and background, and then like the real far background elements, and kind of work on the sizing of your characters. Because
Put your thumb in the middle of it.
yeah, you got to use your thumb.
We got a tip from someone. Who did we get a tip from?
Ooh, only the tip, baby. Was it Jordan? Aaron Jordan? Did he tip you?
I thought it would tell you, like, who sent the tip.
It pops up
Hey, as
in the
long as it's
chat,
spent, who cares?
Sometimes.
It
but
just
you have
says,
to go to Ko-Fi to see how much and who it was.
it just says we got a tip from someone.
Yeah.
Someone.
Hey,
Yeah,
as
you
long
gotta
as the
open up
cat
your
spends,
Ko-Fi,
who
bro.
cares?
Yeah, I'm getting there.
He's
We got a
is
tip
it from Katie.
Oh, you got to be kidding me. Aaron
Katie.
C. How are you under 500 subs? Hit the like and sub and sign up for
We
Moral
discussed that a
Rising
lot.
number 3 on Fun of My Comic. We'll say thank you.
We discussed why we're under 500 subs a lot. As a matter
It's
of
my
fact, we
personality.
don't know.
Right? I'm too honest.
Well, that might be what we're coming to. I haven't really
They
decided.
can't stand me. They think I'm too good for them. They're scared of my success. And
Was Aaron the one who tipped you?
not
Aaron Jordan?
Not that Aaron. It was a different Aaron. Aaron C.
Oh,
It wasn't that guy. You kicked him off the goddamn show.
Mhm.
Kick him off.
Basically.
Yeah, you did. That
Hey,
is
see you
the
later,
definition
buddy.
of kicking somebody off.
Well, don't fuck around. I'll kick you guys off. There
Don't
you go.
be. Well, I'm expecting it.
Hey.
I'm
There
hoping.
goes the talent.
No, you're new. You're
What?
new. You have some.
Scuba
The
school.
rest
I
of us
have
can think
some
of.
pointers for you.
Now that you're in the chat, you'll see how it is.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. That's great, Omen.
All the truth is coming out. Dude, that flesh tone is looking good on that right there.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to do another Laura Croft because someone might want to buy the original one. I don't know.
Now, are those watercolor markers?
Nah, these are Copics. These are Copics or the Copics, whichever way
Oh,
you
the
want to
good
pronounce
stuff.
them. Yeah, this is good stuff.
You don't want to learn how to use them first?
Oh shit!
I'm gonna learn how to use them first.
I think that
Right,
was
right,
supposed to
right.
be an insult.
That wasn't good.
Shots fired.
Yeah.
That's an
jeez.
everyday occurrence here.
Let's make fun of Kronk.
Do it.
All right. Now,
I'd rather make fun of Duck. Let's make fun of Duck.
who is this? What character
up
is
to
this?
you.
Stuff, Megan? Can you hear me?
Is that
Hello?
Cable?
Is that supposed to be Cable?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
That's all he ever draws, Cable.
He's fun to draw too.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
why not?
Are you gonna give him a duffel bag this time that we can see?
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Looks pretty good.
You notice I'm not saying anything.
It's a dead horse. Stop beating it.
I don't know Omar ever stops beating it. I think that's 2-3 times.
Whoa,
It's funny,
whoa.
I settled
Just
up,
beat
knocked
it.
down.
Oh Jesus, that was a good
funny.
one, Marcus. Oh,
I've
that was
noticed
good.
at the some of the shows that I've been to,
Stop
if you
twisting
have
that
your own
cable
book
so-
and nobody knows who you are, they don't give a shit about your book. They want to see how well you draw Cable or Spider-Man or established characters.
Marcus, I fucking love you, dude. I really do.
Yeah, me too, dude. That
Like the established guy was
was
like
on point.
Crom the
Thank you,
Destroyer.
Katie did, for the tip. We appreciate you.
Hell yeah.
Nick, I'm trying to keep you in the loop here.
It's
Well,
too
should we
much.
make fun of Nick?
It's too
Well, I'm trying.
might be,
Give it a minute.
Well, I mean, I'll make fun of him right away. I got stuff I can make fun of him about because it's funny as fuck.
Do it.
You ready? Are you ready, Nick?
I'm ready.
Dude, I went to your website and man, I fell asleep instantly. I was like,
Oh,
oh God,
That's
Nick
'cause
is like, Nick's voice. He's just putting me to sleep. Does he know any jokes?
Well, he doesn't want to talk.
oh, did you watch those videos?
Dude, I watched
You
like an
poor,
hour of one
poor
and I was
man.
like,
Why would you do that?
I thought it'd get good at some point. And you just kept droning on about, I don't know what, your books,
What was it?
your office. And it was
Uh-huh.
cool, but I was just like, oh, Nick, where's
Nick,
the energy, Nick?
Nick,
Get
pretty
some
clearly-
coffee in you, bro.
All right, hush up, guys. I want to read the super chat that Katie said.
Yes.
She says, "Not a lot, but glad to see you when others use Kofi. I'm also sorry for not stopping by as much as before. A lot going on. If you hadn't
No,
noticed,
no, it's
well,
okay. We're only
if
kidding.
you ever want on a morning show, Don, just let me know and I'll send you the link. Hail Comics Gate!
Hell, Katie. Hell yeah.
Nick, you have to redo your website, and you have to talk like this and say, "Okay,
Yeah.
look at the big moves I draw." Oh, Jesus.
Nick, just drink one of these and then do the speaking part.
This stream, yeah.
Okay.
Y'all are fucking killing me.
You just
tonight.
have
I
to
love
talk like Omer, and you'll win.
it. Dude, your
Yeah.
super chat did not suck. Sorry. Shut up. Immortal Rising. Your shit was great. I read it. What are you doing?
It's because you gotta go, oh my God, thanks for the
It
super
doesn't matter
chat.
what you say.
I'll
as
read it
long-
again, and I'll read it with more gusto.
You contributed
Okay? I'll
is all
do
that
something
matters.
none of the others do. I will read his super chat twice because it's deserving. Aaron C. gave support. He says, "How are you under 500 subs? Hit the like and sub. Then sign up for Immortal Rising #3 of Fund My Comic." Thank you, Aaron C., for the super chat. We appreciate you so much. You are more than loved here. Woo!
George.
At least we like you.
There we go. Marcus,
Anybody remember that? George.
dude, you got a laughing emoticon from Katie. Like that's a big deal.
Yeah.
She made a digital person laugh just for you.
We're all just pixels,
We're all
people.
just pixels.
We are not real.
Oh,
true.
jeez.
True.
See,
The world
I pay
is a
attention, Nick.
vampire.
You didn't think I paid attention.
Nick, so when's the next video coming out? Because I need some good
You need to
sleep,
sleep?
bro.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
need to sleep?
Nah, dude, your setup is dope. I love what you did with the website. I think it's a little much, only because
Oh,
you quit
it's-
after like 2 or 3.
Yeah, no. I had some big plans, and then all of a sudden, shit went sideways. So
Dude,
yeah.
put your YouTube link in the chat so people can follow you.
He's
I
got
don't
2
even know what it is.
YouTube channels, folks.
Oh,
Here, I
no,
got
I've
them.
got more than that.
I don't
Oh,
care.
shits.
The PG-13 rated,
Yeah.
not the X-rated one.
Yeah.
Well, then
no.
all the kids can watch.
What are you planning
one
on
of
doing with
the-
your
the ma-
channel?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was talking to Omer. Like, what are you planning on doing with your channel?
He's doing it.
Yeah, retard
That's
mode.
it.
It's in retard
That's all
mode.
he is.
Hey, Michael,
Okay.
what's up,
Retard
buddy?
mode. Awesome.
Hey guys, how are you?
Michael,
What's up, Mike?
That's
Mike?
good. Congratulations.
Sorry I'm late.
That's okay. As long as you're not late and gay.
Better late than never.
Well, thank you.
Well,
yeah,
I don't know if that's true.
yeah. I just got off the highway and tried to make it back as soon as I could.
You didn't run anybody over, did you?
Almost. Few,
No,
there's
not
a few,
bad.
a few Floridians out there that I wish I ran over.
Did you break your neck?
It's
We
Floridians.
couldn't find
Oh,
it.
Jesus.
They're
Nick,
not-
Michael, they still let you
Yeah.
drive at your age?
Shit, dude.
Well,
I'm
nobody's
just
supposed to
messing
know.
with You're not supposed to ride your motorcycle at the age of 85, Mike.
I ride until I die.
Yeah, good answer.
Guys, follow Duck Bacon on it.
Hey, that's some of the most fun you can have with your clothes on.
Or clothes off. Can you imagine? That's got to be fun too.
No, windburn is a
Instagram.com at Duck Bacon Graphics and at YouTube at Duck Bacon.
So, what's the topic? I hate to come in late.
Anything you want.
Anything you want. We had to yeet the guy that came on. He wasn't that great.
Oh, yeah.
That was funny.
Well, no,
got a more
we gave him a shot, and you could tell by listening to him that he was uncomfortable on screen, wasn't used to trying to sell his product. He kept stammering over his words, and we don't know if he was just nervous or just not used to trying to sell stuff. But we told him he could come back, or Don told him he can win. He was ready.
Yeah, I didn't want him to.
He's got to practice.
I didn't want him to keep tripping over his words and embarrass himself. So,
wow.
I figured I'd cut him off.
I think booting him did that.
No, I don't think that was embarrassing.
I can relate to everything you said about him. It feels like me.
Yeah, but I mean, you got clout, dude. You got swagger and shit, man.
You ride a motorcycle. Nobody's gonna fuck with you.
Yeah, I'll fuck with him just because it's fun.
Dude. Who's gonna mess?
Well, there's
with
that too. I mean, of course, obviously.
You know, I did not realize this. The last few draw streams I've done, I've been rewatching some of the older studio episodes.
Why would you do that?
And you didn't know it. I think it's episode number 1, actually, that James is talking about how he owns every issue of Arachnus.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he was like just singing the praises of the Arachnus art and everything. And I was like, wow, James is like more of a fan head about this than John Ebel is.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know about all that.
He was saying how the guys, you and your brother Michael, never really got the attention you deserved, and he's not wrong. He's not wrong at all.
Yeah.
Arachnus is a much bigger thing than it was.
Yeah, my brother and I are like most of us out there. I wasn't seeking fame and glory or anything from our artwork. I was just trying to tell a good story, and you know, we had no idea about. I mean, all the things that I came to understand later. You know, it was all just like everything was a blessing to learn all that we did learn, and even to this day, I'm still learning. I mean, I don't think I have anything figured out, but yeah, I went through a period there where I couldn't stand looking at what I did. As you guys know, I was talking about changing it and redoing it, and I spent a lot of time doing that. And then just recently, literally just recently, like in the last month or so, I all of a sudden got a new perspective of the work that I did, and yeah, I mean, I'm like, I'm an asshole for, you know, for dogging on it, I guess, you know.
It's beloved by fans. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I mean, who among us has not kind of got fed up or been doubtful of our own work at some point in time?
Yeah,
that's true. I've spent the last 25 years not hearing any feedback as to whether or not people even remembered Arachnus. I mean, you know, being out of the industry, I was completely out. You know, like back in '97 when it ended. Since then, up until like maybe this past year, 2025, is when I finally, you know, made contact with you guys, you know, like the comic book industry or the fans. And now I recently got a lot of feedback. Hey, you know, like people like this book, and you know they've always liked it. And I got a lot of fans out there that still remember Arachnus. You know, fans of Arachnus
Oh yeah,
still alive and still
See,
kicking.
I
And I'm
told
like,
you.
there's a lot of love for
I had
that
no idea.
out there.
Yeah, well, it's cool. I'm
Chingos
glad.
de amor para Arachnus Way. Chingos
I
de amor.
I sadly have never been able to get a copy of Arachnus, but I remember it very fondly because I kept seeing advertisements for it in Wizard.
We
And I remember seeing that artwork and just like, geez, look at this shit, man. It's so badass, you know?
That's cool. Yeah, it's funny how you mentioned that Wizard ad. I mean, it took forever. Wizard wouldn't even touch us at the beginning because there was something about the industry wanting to know if you were going to stick around. You know, they didn't want to put a lot of effort into a fly-by-night kind of comic where you just here 1 minute and gone the next. They wanted to make sure that we were going to be around for a while.
that's like every.
So after a while, they got, they started paying attention to us, but we had to pay a lot of money to them too, because to do one ad in Wizard magazine costs $8,000 for
Oh,
one
I
page.
remember that. Yeah.
That's
Oh my god.
insane.
That
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, it was always like much. I remember that.
So
Tim
we
Ferriss
had,
says, go ahead,
yeah,
Michael.
we had to hustle and do some shit. But by the time we did get into Wizard, they gave us 2 pages, a 2-page article and a full-page ad, and we didn't have to pay hardly anything for it. And it helped out. It helped out, I guess. I think most of the problem was that my brother and I kept uh, like skipping from one publisher to another, and by the time we even got to the 9th issue of Arachnus, we've already had three different publishers. So I think that kind of hurt too because nobody knew when and where Arachnus was going to come next. You know, it was only in those small ads that we made, and back then, without the internet, the few hundred people that would see the ad are the only few hundred people in the world would see the ad.
Mm-hmm.
So, so a lot of people just didn't know a lot about what was happening. And, I mean, and I was back then I was getting some accolades. I mean, there was a magazine that came out, and this was after Arachnus #1 came out. And it was a magazine that rated, that called out the top 25 comic book creators in the country.
Oh wow.
And my name came up as 15, and that was my
Nice.
first book, and I was like, wow, that's really cool. And so yeah, that first year, it was the best year. It was a lot of fun, and it was because of Eric Larson's. I think it's because of Eric Larson's run in the back of his uh, Savage Dragon magazine that gave Arachnus a lot of people saw him, So when they saw him in the preview ad and they saw that he was about to come out, they made that connection. And, so I don't know if Arachnus would have attracted that many followers from the get-go if it hadn't been for Eric Larson's ad. But there you go. And so, again, we don't know, but we get a booth at the San Diego Comic-Con in 1995, and this was right as we released the first issue of Arachnus, and it was like all of a sudden I'm like there was thousands of people running around, like circling the whole. It's not the booth, but it's like the whole section. There was a bunch of booths there, but there was like a whole ring of people, thousands of people, all just standing in line, waiting to get Arachnus signed. And I mean, and it was like, I don't know, it just blew my mind. I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. And it was so much fun. And then I run into, these comic book artists that I really liked, that I looked up to.
Like me.
And yeah,
Yeah.
and they would congratulate me. They were like, "Hey, I know I like your work." And I'm like, "Holy shit, you know what I'm doing?" It's kind of, I don't know. It was really cool. I have to admit,
Yeah.
that was cool.
For real.
I'm almost glad that Arachnus didn't get into Savage Dragon because I'm afraid he would have been a completely different character if he had.
Yeah, it might
Yeah,
have effed up.
that's an interesting point. Yeah, 'cause, you know, and I didn't know about why Arachnus didn't win that contest until I met Eric Larson at the Comic-Con. You know, and then when we already had the book and everything, and I came up to him and then he opened up about how that contest caused him a lot of problems and caused him a lot of pain because
What?
he didn't pick Arachnus, and all of his fans for it. He said he got thousands of fan mail, just all like, why didn't you pick Arachnus instead of that stupid lobster guy and all of this shit.
Nice.
Yeah, and he was like, and then he said, honestly, the only reason why he didn't pick Arachnus was because he didn't know how to draw the spider legs. He
He
didn't know
was
what to do with them.
no.
You know?
Larson was scared that he knew your character was better than his shit. He knew it.
Yeah, possibly. I don't really
See,
know,
look,
but
this is how you do it, just like
It's like,
this.
oh, damn it.
he did okay though. I never did it. I actually did. We did it. I did a drawing of Arachnus fighting the Savage Dragon, but Eric Larson never approved it. He didn't like it, and
Did
and
you
I don't
have
blame
did you
him. I
have
didn't like it either.
Savage Dragon getting his ass kicked?
No, I think
Well,
it
maybe
was.
you
I
drew the
made them
fin wrong.
equal. I didn't have them either one beating each other up. They were just about to fight, kind
Uh-huh.
of thing, or in the mix of it. I mean, I got a picture of it somewhere around here, but
Uh,
it.
Bring it
I
up.
got I got a question for you, Mike. I
Yeah.
heard a rumor back then that the real reason Eric Larson didn't want to do Arachnus is because he was
Uh-oh.
afraid of being sued by Marvel because he came off of Spider-Man, right? And Arachnus was like a spider character, and he didn't want to. He was afraid
Uh-huh.
that Marvel would try to sue him for like using a character like that early on.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I
The
never
two
heard.
I
characters
remember
look
hearing
nothing
about that too.
alike.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I know they look nothing
Marvel.
alike, but he was
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny because Marvel and I or us, our company, danced around a little bit because after the first issue, we advertised for the second issue, and in the advertisement, I put not your friendly neighborhood Spider Man, right? And Marvel literally wrote us a letter right after that. It was a cease and desist letter, like never
What?
do that ad again. You know,
yeah.
and
Hmm.
we were like, oh shit.
That's so
And
good.
then later on, when we after I met Stan Lee, um, like a few months later after I met Stan Lee, they came up with the Steel Spider from Marvel Comics, right?
Hmm.
And it was a superhero character with metal spider legs that came out of his back, and
Oh
it was
wow.
called the Steel Spider. And I knew that Stan Lee had completely ripped it off from Arachnus. Because when he held Arachnus, I was talking with him, and he was super impressed with Arachnus. I mean,
He was
he kept
eyeballing
going
it too
on
hard, huh? He was
like,
eyeballing
man,
it too hard.
I love the way you did this. I love his color. Oh, that symbol, man, you really hit something really good on this guy. He looks really
Wow.
good, and he kept going on. I was like, shit, I appreciate it. It was. Yeah.
What you got for us there?
Shortly after that, the Steel Spider came out with with their own version of Arachnus, kind of look alike. And then of course later on, at that time I was mentored. I consider him a mentor, Joe Quesada, because
Yeah.
I was just such a fan of his. I was just up his ass all the time, right? And and he liked my work, he liked Arachnus, and so he invited me, or me and my brother, actually our whole team. We went to the New York Comic Con, and he invited us to come to, because Joe Quesada lived in the Greenwich Village in New York, and there was a bar there that he would frequent where he had his own band that played. Right, Joe Quesada was in a band,
Yeah, 22
and
Brides.
huh.
The 22 Brides. Isn't that the name of the band?
Shit, I don't remember. I don't even
Yeah.
know. I was surprised. I got there at this bar, and it was a whole party, and all these, all the like the top artists are there, like everybody's
Yeah.
there. Like all these Greek artists and comic Marvel artists and shit were there, and at the time, Joe Quesada was an independent artist. He was doing Ash, his comic book
Oh
called
yeah,
Ash.
yeah, I remember Ash.
Yeah,
Event Comics. Yeah,
yeah.
that was called
And
Event.
but it was such a good time that night. I talked with so many industry people, and but I always sucked at names. It didn't matter if you were the most famous person in the world. If I don't know you, I literally, you could tell me your name and I will forget it the second you tell me. I don't know why. The only time I can remember your name after you tell me your name is if I repeat your name back to you. Like if you're like, hey, I'm John. I'm like, hey, John, how are you? Then I'll remember, right? But if I don't repeat your name, I immediately forgot it. And it'll be like a few seconds later, I'm like, what was your name again? That's how I am. So I met a lot of people in the industry, but I don't remember, including um,
Joe Quesada.
Joe. Yeah, well, I remember Joe because, you know,
Just messing with you.
but what's his name? The one who passed away, who worked for Image. Um, see, I forgot his name, and I know his name, but I suck at names. But
Not
he
Joe
died of
Stinsman,
cancer.
right?
Nick Manabbit.
No, he died of cancer when he was younger.
Oh, Trevor Scott? No, not Trevor
Mike
Scott. Scott Clark? Oh, Michael Turner?
Michael
Turner.
Turner. Yeah, him. He was actually a fan of mine, and I didn't know it because I got this mental retardation problem with me because back then, I mean, I was even down on my work ever since all my life, basically. I've never really could, come up to like a point in my life where I liked what I did, right? I'm forever cursed with, when I look at my work, all I can see is what I didn't do or what I didn't finish or what I did wrong and needed to fix. And that's all I see in my work. I can't
Mike,
see
Mike,
anything else.
Mike, the more you tell me about how much you dislike the work, the more I dislike your work. It's great. It's great.
If you look,
I just,
enough, you're gonna see it all. It all
just
just
kidding.
right there in the obvious. Well, at any point, so Mike Turner, he would come up to me and he would be like, "Man, I really like your work. I love what you did." And in my mind, I literally thought he was lying. He's like, "You're a liar, man. You're just trying to be nice." And that's the way I took it. You're just being nice. You're just saying to be nice, but it's not true. And I was with everybody. Brian Pulido, he came up to me. At that time, he was doing really well with Lady Death. He was like one of the top notch independent sellers out there, and he came up to me and he goes, "Man, I'm really glad that your comic book isn't in the horror field. Otherwise, you'd be a threat." Because he was in the horror comics, with Lady Death and Evil Ernie, and I wanted to be in the horror field, and I thought of Arachnus as being a horror character, but he came off looking like a superhero because of the way I designed him in the '90s. It's like I wanted Arachnus to be. I wanted to create like a new, like a Wolfman, like the iconic monster movies. I wanted Arachnus to be like one of those characters, like the creature from the Black Lagoon or the Wolfman. But instead, it was a man who was possessed by a demonic spider from another dimension. And but he came off being a superhero instead of a horror character. And and that was one of the things I struggled with too, because I wanted to go in a different direction than I did go with Arachnus in the first place. And that's just a solo problem. That's just a problem I have all by my lonesome. Nobody else knows that. But in my mind, I'm like, I felt like I let Arachnus down because I made him into a superhero character instead of a horror character. And for some reason, I like the more realism, the more realistic the the idea is. That's where I go to consider what greatness is, or what really good work is. Is the work that's more realistic than the cartoony, right? So I like realism, and I like drawing realism. But when it comes to comics, like Bernie Wrightson and other artists all in the industry do realism really, really well. But then artists like Joe Madeira or those
Humberto
guys.
Ramos.
Yeah, exactly. I love that kind of work in comics, like comic book art, right? I love that. I love the cartoony, solid, colored look.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. So I was always kind of like, like moving in that realm of realism and comic book realms, and I tended to go either way because I'm pretty versatile as an artist because I do a lot of cartoon art and cartoon drawing and simple line drawing, and then I do like portrait work and realistic work, and so I sort of move in that realm, up that scale, like from realism to cartoon or not realism.
Do you move differently by chance?
What is everybody drawing?
It's a joke, Michael.
It's a joke.
Yeah.
What is it? What's everyone drawing?
I ain't drawing shit right now.
Since the stream didn't work out the way we planned, I'm just working on
What the hell?
Blood Wolf.
Blood.
I made cinnamon applesauce, man.
That Blood Wolf is for your portfolio or something?
Yep.
Yeah.
Duck is
So
drawing
I
his
got my
own
first issue
table.
drawn.
Pretty
I've
good.
got my first issue drawn for my book that I'm working on. But for those people that don't give a shit about your original character, they just want to see established characters, I figured I'd work on
I want to see it, man.
a portfolio as well.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, it's
Thought I heard that.
it's really a crapshoot out there when you kind of. I really, like I don't have enough experience to talk about the industry today and the way today's industry works. Back then, without the internet, it just everything operated differently. But nowadays, you just gotta like create content and post it on social media and then
Away we
from there.
go.
I think everybody's confused about the industry right now. Everyone's trying to figure it out. There's so many different technologies that are disrupting everything. They're always like challenging the way that you do things. Algorithms change constantly. All this stuff's going on. Like you've got everything from print on demand to should I give it away for free? Should I do it to Patreon? Should I everybody's trying to figure it out. It's madness out there. Anyone who says they got it figured out.
And on top of that,
I got it figured out.
you got I'm affected by the world, like all the shit going on in the world because I got my grandkids, I got my daughters still. I got a 16-year-old daughter who's in high school, in the middle of all of this life going on right now, in the world, and how the world affects everybody, and so I'm affected by all the information that I do receive from social media. I mean, there's a lot of fucking crap going on. It's like, holy shit, how can anybody keep up with all the craziness? And then to find out, that's why I was kind of interested. I started hearing about Comicsgate and all of that, but all I heard was the controversy that was going on. And I'm like, so much controversy, even in the comic book industry.
Good luck, Aldir.
Huh?
Aldir said he's going to attempt an 11 by 17 recreation of Bernie Wrightson's Frankenstein illustrations eventually. He finally got a printer for full-size reference prints.
Ooh.
God, good luck.
You're going to attempt some Bernie Wrightson recreations? Yeah, you're going to need all the luck you can get.
Yeah, no doubt. Man, I tried drawing some of his work, like copying off of it. And yeah, it's whew.
I go cross-eyed just trying to look at the detail in what
Gary Martin was able to do it.
I mean, totally. I love it.
Gary Martin's some kind of fucking mutant, dude.
Yeah, I agree. With a brush, man, fucking nut.
That guy's nuts, dude. He's too damn good.
It's awesome, yeah.
It's like God tier shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, he's been doing that since before we were born.
Wait,
Yeah,
before
that's
you were
true.
born.
Are you sure? Marcus is pretty old.
Maybe before you were born.
Yeah.
I'm working on a TMNT. Well, I was until my tablet decided not to work anymore. Ha ha!
I'm sick of them. I'm no Turtles fan. F them.
Yeah. So I guess that's not going to work tonight.
Too old for that crap. Oh, that sucks, though. I'm only kidding around. That sucks, though. I'm sorry your tablet broke.
No, it didn't break. It's just I restarted the computer before the stream. And I don't think the way came on and did what it's supposed to.
This paper and pencil thing seemed to be working.
Yeah, I don't have that problem with Bristol board.
Yeah, asshole. I hear you. Everybody's a fucking comedian tonight. Well, aren't we all just fine and dandy?
Well, I started back working on. I promised, I'm trying to fulfill these promises. I got a bunch of you guys that, including you, Don. I've been working on your characters
cool.
ever since I did Tiger's Shot, and of course I didn't like the way it came out, so I've been
what a surprise.
But and Dolan Waddick, I promised him like the original to that drawing that I did with his crossover character.
Oh God, I want to see that.
Yeah, well this is the pencil.
I want to try to go see Dolan at MegaCon next month.
Yeah, I was thinking of that too.
If you go, let me know.
Yeah, I definitely will, because he wanted me to mail these off to him last year, but I told him, because I did this drawing when I was first asked to do it. I obsessive compulsive asshole kind of look, and I was thinking that because I wasn't sure how it would work with somebody else inking my work, right? Because my brother was the only one to do it, and and like John, that I just wasn't sure how it would, if anybody could follow the pencils, because I felt like it was my responsibility. So when I did that first drawing, and I gave it to Andrew Mangum, right, to ink it, and I met Andrew in San Antonio. He came up to San Antonio for
Hey, Michael, hold up real quick, guys. I'm going to log off and log back in. I'll be right back.
Okay.
All righty, buddy.
Sucks. He waits until now when Michael has artwork for us to look at to log out.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, I have stuff to look at too. What the? We all do.
Well, I put off a lot of these things that I promised people only because I was trying to redo Arachnus. But since I'm not worrying about, I'm still following through. I'm going to finish this redo and publish it later. But right now, I'm gonna reprint the original series in an omnibus, and I guess the only thing I need to figure out is I got two series, two number one, or actually three number one issues. So I'm not sure how to do that. I know for sure I'm going to do Shades of Evil and then add the Zero issue, the origin issue, in one book. And then there's the second series that has 3 issues in it. And then, of course, the third series was unfinished. I only put 1 book out. But I got 3 other books to do to finish that series. And I was really looking forward to that one, because that story was, more about the Arachnus lore, about, focused totally on the whole, spider thing. And I introduced these other characters too that I was looking forward to for the world to see. But
I'll do a cover for you. Jeez.
What's Art of Roy on about here? He says there are artists obsessed with lines, some form, some contrast. Aaron Lepresti thinks he's a line guy, but he's a form guy, and David Williams is a he must be contrast.
Contrast, yeah, he can't.
Yeah,
looks like my sister.
He does. Well, here he's asking a question too. He's like, "What are you guys obsessed with in doing art?" Like, what is your what sort of aspects of art are you guys obsessed with when you sit down to do a page, when you're attacking the page, when you're trying to get it to, you know, meet your expectations, or like, you know, you guys are reaching as far as you can reach? Like, what are you guys actually reaching for?
Me, my reach, I can specifically say, and with a certain amount of confidence, that it's light and shadow, and and how they interact with each other, because that's the whole story. That has everything to do with composition, everything to do with information that you're reading, is how, and also how realistic it is. The
Marcus,
less light,
Anybody who doesn't agree that light and shadow is super important needs to go and throw away all their Mignola, because I
yeah,
mean, like
well,
that's a master class in like light and shadow.
exactly,
Light and shadow is like a ultimately
exactly. Yeah, and that's
extreme.
really it. Light and shadow determines how realistic your artwork is, as opposed to how cartoony it is. And
Well, and plus, I mean, like I mean, Mignola is cartoony, you know,
yeah,
and he has a very abstract form, but I mean, at the same time, he has a very disciplined form,
exactly.
uh,
Yeah.
and so
I love the
you
way
can
he
really
tells.
appreciate it.
Yeah, I
Also,
love the way
go
is
he
ahead.
breaks out his panels.
is there anyone other than Mignola that you think kind of gets close to that?
Casada.
What,
Not
light
in
and
the way
shadows,
that he
you mean?
does it.
I mean,
I
like
think Casada is
Rosetta.
great, but he's got a more of a balance of line work and shadow work mixed together.
Yeah, Joe Casada was like that too. Um,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
and the
Yeah.
way he,
Oh,
his,
Kevin Nolan. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Nolan, sure.
yeah.
Gene Colan.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Dale Keown, I've always
All
considered
light and
more of a
shadow.
light shadow and like line work kind of
He
artist.
Oh
he's
yeah,
a he's a freaking
absolutely.
alien
Yeah, he's really good
understanding
at light and
double
shadow.
lighting, like to the
Yeah, he does
like
double lighting,
Yeah,
extreme level. Like
studio lighting. Yeah,
Oh,
there's
I
Mark,
would
so
never
many
understand that.
professionals that still don't know how he does what he does.
Mark
There's
Silvestri,
like
he's like that.
professionals who talk about him all the time, saying like, I still don't get how he does that. And it'll be like, Sylvester talking about that.
that's
Yeah.
crazy.
But then you get artists like Mobius. He doesn't hardly ever use light and shadow. A lot of his stuff is just detailed line work.
Well, he's French.
Yeah, but he's still, he's a masterful
I think he's
storyteller.
dead.
No, I'm joking. No,
I like
Mobius
the
is
way he
awesome.
was able to tell a story in
Isn't he
panels
not
without
alive?
using words, and you can just follow because I think that's important in comic book art, and
Mobius
sequential
has a
art.
lot of diversity too, though. He's got a bunch of different styles.
He uses a lot of
Oh, wait,
blacks.
we're talking about other artists here. What? Let's go around the room here. Like, what are you guys obsessed with in doing art? I mean, James already answered. What about you, Marcus?
I would think form.
Form's
It
your
seems
big thing.
form and storytelling.
Storytelling. Yeah.
Mhm.
Like that's the first thing to make clear. This clear storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like
You
to
could start out boring and then make it exciting after. You know what I mean? To make sure it's clear and then jazz it up and make sure your reader can understand what you're doing.
Right.
before we get off like too much, I'd like a clear understanding of what the word lines means. Because does that just mean rendering and light and shadow, or does that mean something else?
Yeah,
I've
Or
always considered light
Um.
and shadow to be different from
c-
any kind of rendering or actual line work.
What I think what I mean, I don't want to speak for Art of Roy here, but what he's asking is, like, he's breaking it down into essentially like three categories.
Mhm.
Contrast, form, and line. And he's speaking in a broad sense in terms of composition. Like, there are certain things that certain artists lean on. Some of them lean really heavily on line, some of them lean really heavily on shape, and so there's not a lot of like rendering and such. And then other
Mhm.
guys really just pump up the contrast and have that do the majority of the work.
Right.
So yeah, that's kind of where I think he's coming at, is like, what is it for you that you kind of like lean on the most to actually express whatever it is you're trying to get on the page, like to the viewer, to the reader, to the fan? Like, what is the thing that you really rely on most?
I would say form. That's what I've been concentrating
He's
on a lot lately.
yeah. I feel like as experienced as I am, I'm still a novice. I mean, I'm still trying to figure all of that out, even now. And I've been,
Oh, for sure.
I mean,
The
but
only
yeah,
person that's got it all figured out is Roy.
Yeah, actually.
I don't know.
Yeah, actually, just
I'm
hold up your
impressed.
artwork, Michael. If you hold up your artwork, Michael, Roy will tell you what you're
Don, can you
concentrating on.
make Michael's screen bigger?
Do I have to?
Yep.
No, you don't have to do anything you don't want to, Don.
Don't be a bitch.
Too late.
Comic book, the whole sequential art is a different medium, and as an artist, yeah, ever since I was a little kid, you know, um, I was innately just naturally drawn to art, right? And I mean,
Pun
I was
intended.
influenced because my dad was an artist, and and I grew up in that era, the Gen X era. So we had Frank Frazetta and all these fucking uh, inspiring artists at the time. And now it's considered old school, but I trained myself in art, I think, and so when I got into comic books, it was a whole different medium, and I was really terrible at it at first, like a lot of beginners are. I went to the convention circuit, and this was back in '93 or in '92. In '92, I was still in the Army, and I saw that Rob Liefeld commercial on TV, the
I
501
Legends.
Gene,
Yeah.
yeah. And now it's the first time I ever, because I like comics. I never was a comic book reader, but I would collect them. But I played by myself a lot as a kid, and I would literally take the comic books and cut out Spider-Man, and then I'd play my own three-dimensional or
You're making Marcus's
one-dimensional.
eye twitch right now that you didn't read comics and you're cutting them
Me?
open.
I
Yeah,
don't
I'm
care what he
cutting
did.
the characters out,
His business. He
you
does
know.
comics now.
But I never put two and two together. I didn't realize there were comic book artists out there in some weird way. It just didn't occur to me that there was people actually making a living at this stuff. I just saw images on paper, never really
Mm.
considered, who did it and why. I just liked it. I like Spider-Man. I like Batman. I would watch, you know, Batman on TV and Spider-Man on the Electric Company, and
Mm.
it's just so that was my. But the things I would draw, because I got into Dungeons and Dragons when I was in high school.
That's a big negative right there. Dungeons and Dragons.
You hold on,
Well,
buddy.
it's opened
Calm
my
down.
eyes to the fantasy world, the fantasy art, fantasy genre, and I read avidly. I was reading books. I read everything from, like Piers Anthony's books to Conan, every Conan book, Lynn Carter book, all of those, and a lot of the books that they wrote that weren't Conan. Like Lynn Carter wrote a book about a giant world in the center of Mars, an ocean. And I don't know. So fantasy, I love fantasy. So I was always drawing fantasy. I would draw knights and warriors and dragons and demons. And, throughout high school, my notebook was littered with just doodles and doodles because I was a terrible student. I didn't pay attention in class. I always said that my math and my English class were my best art classes because all I did was just draw. And I barely graduated. I mean, I was, that was the other thing that disappointed my dad so much was I kept bringing home these terrible grades. And I look back on it and I realized it was because my dad being in the Air Force, we moved everywhere. And so every year of my whole school year, since kindergarten all the way to my high school years, I was always the new kid in school all the time. Sometimes 2 or 3 times a year, I was the new kid. And
That's gotta be rough.
yeah, well, I didn't know it was rough back then, because I'm in it and I didn't realize it. It's not until I look back on it and say, well, of course I didn't do good in school. It's just I was always unsure of where I'm at, and then I missed my dad when he was gone, but then when he was around, he was kind of an asshole. And so I didn't do good. I dropped out of school when I was a sophomore. I wasn't going to go back to my junior year, and I did go back, because I still had this want to do well for my parents. So I was like, all right, I'm going to go back and finish school, and then but they wouldn't let me have any art classes in school because I didn't have enough credits for the for classes like art. But I worked at it, and so by the time I got into my senior year, they actually let me have an art class. And not only that, because of my reputation, I skipped all the normal art classes and went straight to Art 3, which was their advanced class. And I met my teacher, my art teacher at the time. Her name was Mrs. Snur, Snur.
What a name.
Yeah, and her husband was the typing teacher at that school, but she was super sweet. They traveled a lot, and she was an excellent artist herself. But yeah, she loved me. I mean, because she was just throwing all these mediums at me, and I was just picking it up, and like pastels, paints, oils, it didn't matter. You give it to me, and I was going to learn to use it right or do something with it, right? And then she introduced me to sculpting. And out the bat, the first thing I sculpt is a centaur, right? Half man, half horse, holding a spear. And she flipped out on me. She was like, "What the fuck?" She goes, "I've been teaching art for 19 years, and I've never had a student as talented as you are. It's like nobody's ever tried to sculpt something like that." And, I was like, all right, well, I took it in stride because it's just what I did, but I didn't feel like I did it good enough. So I attempted another sculpture, and it came out a little better. And I don't know if you guys are familiar with Frank Frasetta's, it's a black and white drawing of Kublai Khan, and he's holding a warrior in his arms, and he's sort of like kneeled over him, and he's mourning him because he's got the guys dying on the battlefield. And it was a Frank Frazetta black and white drawing. I love that drawing, so I was like, I'm going to sculpt that, and I did that in high school, and I sculpted that image, and that's what sealed the deal for her. She thought I was the best artist that ever lived, and unfortunately, that sculpture exploded in the kiln.
Oh, damn!
Yeah, she put it in the kiln and just I didn't hollow it out enough or whatever, but it looked good while it lasted, But yeah, ever since I've been, and that was the first and only time I ever sculpted. And then it wasn't until years later, way after Arachnus, so it was around maybe 2009, 2010 that I sculpted my first sculpture, another sculpture out of Sculpey. I got images of it. It's a centaur again. I have it on my Instagram page, but yeah, I love the sculpt, and I feel like I'm a better sculptor than I am a painter or a drawer, like with a pencil. So I don't know, thinking in 3 dimensions comes by a lot easier for me than.
So for you, you're saying like light and dark is really what you focus on.
Yeah, well, that's where I understood. I understand the process of light and darkness,
right.
And art, and how, and that was something that came to me as an airbrush artist in the airbrush field, when I had to do an image on a black surface, black tank, and then I would use white, and I would begin to just throw in these structures in white, and in an instant there was a face that came out of the darkness, and it was just a few little,
Yeah, that's fun. That's really cool when that happens. When you're sitting there doing a painting and you've got like a lot of I mean, I don't know how much paintings you guys have done. I haven't done a whole lot. Still learning myself, but it's really cool when you start getting in there and like laying down your shadows and everything. And then once you come in with a couple of lights, a couple of like suddenly the thing just comes to life.
Come in with that bright white and you can just make a little dot, and it just like adds so much dynamics.
Yeah, it just comes alive,
really
right?
exciting.
Yeah. That's what, and it turns out that's what everything is. Anything you see has everything to do with light and shadow.
Yeah.
All of reality, everything.
Right. Yeah.
Is light and shadow. And as an artist, you sort of like that's your superpower is to
it's your bread
discern,
and butter.
you know, what you want your audience to see or what you don't want them to see. You know, so you push back details in darkness and you pull out details in light, and you determine who's going to see what.
The biggest thing that the biggest lesson for me was grouping my values. When I was first trying it out, I was like, I tried it on paper, I tried it on tablet and all that, and I was really just didn't know what I was doing. So I'm just like going like, I'm gonna go to town. I can do this. I'm fucking awesome. And every time it just kept failing and failing and failing. I just didn't get it. And then suddenly, I probably watched a YouTube video or something. I don't know. But anyway, I get in there and see that this guy's like grouping his values. So like making sure that his lightest dark isn't brighter than his darkest light.
Yeah.
When I heard that, I was like, click, click, click. What the heck? And then suddenly I'm like, I go straight. I didn't go to traditional because I was just like, I know I can control it like a lot more in digital. And then I can take that over back to traditional because I'm comfortable with both. But I just knew with digital, I could have more control that way. And so I started putting, I started putting limiters on like the values and stuff. And I was really playing with like carving out, okay, this is the shadow side. This is the light side. Anyway,
shut up, Omar.
That's fucking awesome. I mean, you're sort of defining exactly what the journey is that we all are on when we're asking questions, and that's what art really is. Like I realized that my talent wasn't in my ability to draw or to paint or whatever. My talent was my ability to problem solve. I was asking questions, and and then the universe answers. You ask the questions, and you'll get the answers that you're seeking.
That's a big deal. Like I told anybody who like asked me for advice or anything, it's problem solving. But first you got to put down that first line first. You got to be brave enough, quote unquote, to put down the first lines, and then you can
learn a lot more in doing than you do in thinking.
Well, not to say that being reflective is not good too, but I mean, like at the same time, if all you're doing is just reflecting and not doing, then
exactly.
I noticed with each book that I do, if I don't ask myself how the fuck am I going to pull this off at least once, it's just not as fun of a project.
There you go. Yeah. And that's my problem. Oftentimes I solved a lot of my issues, and because I did, I procrastinate. I'll put it off. I'm like, I'll do it later. I'll do it later. I already got it all figured out.
An artist that procrastinates? What?
Yeah, when people ask me when I would have the artwork done, in my mind, I already got it done. So I'll be like, come back tomorrow. But I'm still working on it because the actual doing takes a lot longer than the thinking. The thinking, I did it instantly, but the doing takes time.
Okay.
Art
of Roy's, we're Art of Roy's throwing out fighting words.
Well, we're drawing, but like our Don is left. We can't show you. I mean, I could show you some of it here.
Is he still gone?
Ooh,
still here.
I can almost see that. Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
he's gonna have no head. He's gonna be headless.
What is it? There's too much light on it. I can't tell what it is.
Yeah,
it's Crumb.
Oh, okay.
It's Crumb, the Destroyer.
Crumb.
That's looking great so far.
Yeah.
But I did draw.
Not
is that Marcus's big Crumb?
Make this guy black, and he was gonna have like a big dong hanging down, but he quit. He left the show, so that was the end of that.
Wow.
Because that's how that works.
I don't want to offend you on this, Marcus, or any of you guys.
Too late.
But
I want to
this
offend all
past-
of you.
Since I've known you guys, I have noticed distinctively how much your artwork has improved a lot.
Oh, thanks.
You know, you guys are just getting better and better every day.
Thank you.
Not that you were bad before, is what I mean.
Oh,
But
That was
you know,
so offensive, Michael.
Yeah.
yeah.
No, it
How
wasn't
dare you?
offensive at all. Thank you,
How
Mike.
If I
dare
had
you.
feelings that would
How
hurt,
dare you?
You guys are kicking ass nowadays.
Don didn't get any better. He just stayed the same.
I know. I'm
He's
consistent.
consistent.
I
Yeah,
consistently
consistency.
suck.
That's what he was going for.
That's admirable.
That's good for his new book, Blind Badge.
Operation Black Badge or whatever.
Hey, at least I got a laugh out of somebody. Jesus Christ.
Oh my gosh.
Don't bring Jesus into it.
No, yeah, that's a good point. It's more like Satan.
Yeah, he's got nothing to do with this.
Nothing.
Don't go. You better be prepared to be on this show. That's all I have to say.
Wow. Not gonna let that go, are you?
Yeah, no, I think it was like that was amazing. It wasn't wrong. It was amazing.
Oh,
All right.
And then you let a Canadian on.
Roy's got to calm down. Here, let me share my screen.
Roy gets hyper all the time.
We gotta see this.
Look at this guy. Come
This
on
is
now.
all the time with him.
All right.
Don't
Where-
worry.
Oh, what's he saying? I don't. What am I missing?
He's
From my
calling
TV
us out.
I do sketch.
Drawing is you don't sketch to finish pencils. You guys seem to want to go directly to finish. Stop it right now.
Does it look like finished pencils?
I am finishing these pencils.
I'll draw however the hell I want to draw.
That's a great point,
I'll
Roy.
draw however I'm paid to.
That's right.
Actually, I do finish my pencils, Roy.
I think Marcus is probably the most solid in operations.
Oh, thank you. I guess.
I liked it better when you two were
appreciate
fighting.
All right.
I have to just
So-
do it a certain way. Yeah.
Here's some layouts. Real quick. Working shit out.
Ooh,
Nice.
what's that book? What's the name of your book?
This is that Crom the Destroyer.
Chrome the Destroyer. Have you published this book before, or is this your first one?
This is my first one.
All right.
Hang on.
Now it's not enough sketching. Well, which is it?
Not enough sketching. Oh no. Hey, hold on. He's saying not enough sketching. Hold up. You gotta Art of Roy, you just don't even know, man.
You don't even know.
Look at all the red that's underneath that.
Art of Roy's busting your balls.
And
He's just trolling.
and there's more and more and more. If like there's layers and layers and layers. This you're looking at stuff that's being built up. And oh look.
Oh, I know
Fight.
for a fact the issue
That's-
with Nick is he never finishes anything. So there's that.
Oh my goodness.
So
Hey,
when are
you
gonna
willingly
finish
came
something,
on the
Nick?
show, Nick.
I'm
Nick knew what was going to happen.
well now I'm not gonna finish. I'm just gonna throw tantrum.
Well, listen, your writer's going to get
Shock
upset
and
at you.
awe.
Well, he's already upset at you.
He's
so-
already upset with me.
Yeah.
Yeah. According to Voldemort, he's
Oh,
already.
yeah, I
upset.
know. Yeah. No
Nick.
comment.
You got to get
Yeah.
with the program and always finish first.
Oh my goodness.
Usually all over her face.
Well, here
Yeah.
we go. Yeah. So anyway, there you go. Layouts.
Good
Awesome.
job.
I almost obsessively try to finish my pencils first because I do my thinking with the pencil.
Guys, you don't have to
That
suck
way I
up
can
the Art of
erase it.
Roy. It's okay.
Well, we kind of do. I mean, he's the man.
No, he's not.
I don't know.
More
He's
more
got
importantly,
mail here
he's
more than you.
the black man. He's
He's
the
got mailings here more than you.
What's going on, Restream? Why don't you oh, that's right. You shared this a different way. I'm all trying to
Oh, it
turn-
looks like I might get you guys tell me, is Art of Roy giving me a pass? It says not talking about the comics work. That would be what I just showed. I think. But he says talking about the pinup work most do on the show. Are you guys most?
I don't know.
I guess we're most. Yeah.
I
I'm
think
most.
yeah.
Yeah, I
I'm
think
just
so.
picking a
Yeah.
fight with you guys.
Well, we
Pick
deserve
away.
it.
Pick away.
Well, I mean, it's hard to do sequentials on a show like this, right? Because we're kind of doing fan art
Well,
stuff.
I think
So
he's
I mean,
talking about the pinups, right?
yeah. I mean, what? I mean, are we supposed to draw the comic for these people or what? I mean,
Well,
what do
yeah,
you mean,
yeah,
Art Roy?
actually.
Well, apparently, right? So,
No, I think
I'll be right back.
he's talking about our pinups, right?
Yeah.
Well,
He's
these
talking
are
about
He's
pinups.
just
Our
complaining.
process, just for doing the pinups.
Well, I don't know. My problem is I have to figure out the person's character. 'Cause not every character is the same. They're not built the same. They don't move the same. So I'm trying to figure all that stuff out in the 3 hours that we're on stream.
You know what's interesting is how many characters there are out there that we don't have like a 360 view of costume. We don't have like
Mhm.
really, you know, a solid costume to go by. I mean, like sometimes I'll be looking up a character and I'll see like 20 different versions of
Mhm.
costumes that they're wearing.
Yeah, it's bizarre. I because I come from an animation background, model sheets are the thing. Like
Yeah.
that's you live and
Yeah,
die
right.
by them, right?
Yeah.
Like so guys are just like drawing shit right on the page, designing stuff, doing all like this massive amount of work right on the
Well,
page.
and people ask me like why do I like doing Marvel and DC so much is because like there's something solid
Yeah.
to draw.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
got something to push up against.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
ain't why. You're doing it to get points. We all know why you do it. Trying to get
I
those
do it
likes.
because what people buy. If they don't recognize the character, they don't care how well it's drawn.
Trying to get those likes.
No, because I sell shit on like eBay and stuff, and like, you'll see like the amount of money that you can command is largely, I mean, obviously your name and
Right.
any notoriety or what have you, but it's also quality. Like someone doesn't have to know who the hell you are. I remember like my buddy forever was like, dude, stop being a bitch, start posting shit on eBay. You'll see, you'll start selling stuff. And it took months before I actually posted the first thing on there. And the first thing I was only just starting to learn how to use Copics, and I did Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman's a very popular character. Obviously, there's a lot of people who draw Wonder Woman, so there's tons of competition, but there's also a fairly large market. And I put that thing out there. It took me like an hour and a half or 2 hours to draw, something like that. And I sold it for like $375. And I'm like, what the heck's going on here? And I tried it again, and it didn't work. I only sold it for like 225 or something like that. It was a Catwoman, but yeah, like you look at other people's stuff, and it doesn't sell for nearly as much. So it's one thing to say, yeah, like the character does definitely, one character will command more than another, but at the same time, like quality does matter in terms of like how much people will
I've
pay
done
to just get
independent
up.
characters, and when they have a solid character design, those definitely get like a lot of attention as well.
Yeah,
I mean, like a lot. I mean, it doesn't have to be Marvel and DC. I'm just saying that with a solid design, it's easier for me to do, and I think that comes across in my art. Like I have a lot more fun doing it.
And now we'll command that we go to commercial break for at least 10 minutes. We'll see you guys when we return. Bye-bye.
Is this the best your planet can offer? Me! Destroy everything!
Whatever. Let's get this over with.
Get your pissing motherfucker. That's you, motherfucker.
And just like that, we're back. Whee!
It seems like we never left.
Well, for some of us.
I miss James.
I kind of don't.
That's funny. I kind of don't. That's pretty bad.
He must have not bothered coming on at all. 'Cause I know he said he had a car problem or whatever, but I guess He just didn't want to come on at all since he wasn't going to be on time.
Well, he doesn't have to.
No.
Hail to all you magnificent bastards and bastards out there in TV land.
Hey, buddy.
How's it going, buddy?
Not bad.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Did we lose Omer?
Eaten by wildebeests.
Yep, those Texan wildebeests.
They're especially brutal.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's so funny. Speaking of turnarounds, that's actually what I'm doing right now.
You're turning around?
Turn around. Draw it from the angles so everybody can stay on brand with it. Turn around.
Hey.
Yeah, I did something like that for my book. I got character sheets, and then I drew out each character at the very least, so I knew what I was drawing from one panel to another.
Smart. That's the
Yeah,
way to
that
do
looks
it.
good. Who's that for?
This is for my tabletop game, Bellator. It's a fun game, procedurally generated board game for 1 to 5 players, coming soon to GameFound.
Oh,
Always be pitching, right? Always work on that pitch. Always practice that pitch.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, no, it's gonna be.
I don't know much about gaming except that gaming seems to draw in a lot of funds from crowdfunding on Kickstarter.
Oh yeah, dude. GameFound. Now this is the scary thing, right? So GameFound last year, the median game made over $300,000, and the average game made over $400,000, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Well, that's cool. Yeah,
games are
I'm
real
actually
popular.
trying to develop a card game that deals with for Arachnus that deals with spiders and multiple characters, but
blood stakes.
Well, like if this board game's a success, I've got a game that I'm working on that it's the exact same system. So out of the box, it's compatible, but it's more like that HeroClix collectible, gotcha, the random pack, kind of deal. But it's just indie characters, and I'm licensing them and everything like that with good. With good agreements, you know what I mean? Like the idea is that we all succeed here, and when you remove greed from the equation, all of a sudden there's a lot more money to be had.
Yeah.
So
that makes sense.
But I've got to clear for that to happen. This campaign would have to clear at least 250K. But if it does, then it's on like Donkey Kong, because at that point, made in the USA, full color miniatures, 1/64 scale, totally doable. And that's what's needed to hit the general market. If I'm going to get into the gotcha market, right, like Magic the Gathering or Pokemon or baseball cards, right, all that's gotcha. Right. Short for for everybody on there, the audience who may not know, the gotcha is short for gachapon, Japanese term of random grab bag. Right. So, I mean, to get into that market, which it's a competitive market. I've seen a lot of stuff come and go. I've seen a lot of stuff fail over the years. Right. I've seen a lot of good games fail over the years, which is really a shame.
That's cool. Yeah, I agree. It's hard to tell who succeeds and who doesn't, because there's so many stories out there that I found were really, really good, but nobody ever heard of them.
Yeah, well,
out there, it does it.
Yeah, no, I see a lot of this stuff. Like I've done a lot of research into this, and I've seen like campaigns on GameFound and Kickstarter that have funded millions of dollars, and 4 years later, you can't find that thing anywhere. I mean, they fulfilled, but they failed to get to the post crowdfunding market, and so I've already contacted Walmart and Target, and got got a line in on their purchasing department and talked to them, said, hey, how do I go about this? What format do you guys want this in? And they're like, hey, so we're looking for XYZ. We're looking for price points, etc., market, hibbity jibbity. And I'm like, okay, cool. So now I just have to, like, doesn't matter how much this campaign does, as long as it funds, I'll have enough to send off to Walmart and Target and be like, okay, for your consideration, is this a board game that you're interested in selling at your stores?
Right.
And
that would be pretty awesome.
Yeah.
right. And then, and also I'm sending it out to, like, other game stores, stores that sell, anything from, like, just regular board games to stores that sell, like, Warhammer 40K and shit like that,
I know the comic shops by me both have gaming stuff, and the one that's closest, half the store is tables to play a lot of these tabletop gaming things.
When this campaign's done and I'm in fulfillment, I will need to have a special word with you, and we'll get you hooked up, because I pay
Perfect
sales.
Nugan. There you go.
Yeah, I pay sales commissions. I don't know. I tell everybody out there, I'm like, look, if I make a sale, then I pay a 10% sales commission on the value of the sale. So
That's cool. That's
right,
good.
I mean, it's that gets people to send work my way. It does. It works really well.
Well,
But yeah, so I've got
money talks. Money makes the world go round.
It's true, and when like I was saying, when you take greed out of the equation, there's a lot more money to be had for
I
everybody.
agree. I definitely agree with that.
And that's the game I want to play, man. I want to play the win-win game. It's
the only problem with that, because it's a noble idea, is that you're playing in a world where there are sharks in the water.
Oh,
That's the
yeah.
shark we're to worry about, because you're exactly the kind of person they'll want to try to get over on. So you
Yep.
just gotta be prepared and be able to deal with those sharks that are out there. But if you can do that, everything else is definitely open for success.
Yeah.
And good times.
Just punch him in the nose, should be fine.
Yeah, no, it's funny because I go jokes on them because my brother's a contract lawyer.
Yeah.
And he does really, really good contracts. His specialty is plain language, ironclad, friendly agreements.
Yeah, well, that definitely sets you in a category all by yourself, because there's not anybody out there that can probably claim the same thing.
Yeah.
That's that's like an ace in your pocket. That's good to have.
Yeah, and that's what I try. That's what I'm aiming to bring. It's like, okay, so what do you, like the question is often, what are you bringing to the table, right? And it's like, okay, cool. Once I've got my head out of my third point of contact, that's what I have. That's what I'm bringing to the table. But first, I got to get my shit together. You know what I mean? So, it's what it is. But
Yeah,
hey,
definitely. At one point, I had the opportunity back in the day to have these action figures made for Arachnis, and it was a Chinese toy company.
Right.
And I didn't know a lot about anything back then. And of course, guys that I hired that would manage the business were doing the dealings. But I maintained final say in anything that had to do with Arachnis.
Right.
If I didn't approve of it, it wasn't going to happen, regardless, right? And so this Chinese company, they paid me $10,000 just to present their action figures for me to like decide whether or not we go through with the deal. But $10,000 up front just for that, and if the deal doesn't go through, that money was non-refundable. It's like I keep it, period.
Nice.
And
Yeah.
but when they, I was, I had a higher expectation. I was thinking like Todd McFarlane had just come out with his toys,
Right.
and I wanted my action figures to at least look like that,
He
like
did
for
kind of
reference.
set the standard with
Yeah,
action
and
Yeah.
figures.
so the action figures they showed me, I was like, wow, no. I was really disappointed, and I feel bad looking back on it because these guys were really, they tried. They were a small company. They really wanted to break into the action figure market. They thought Arachnus was the perfect character, but I was like, no, that doesn't live up to my standards. No. And so they lost out, and they lost that money too.
Well,
And
the most powerful
wish I
word.
would have did it, but back then, looking back on it, those action figures weren't, they were cheesy, but I was too ahead of myself, I think. I just thought
Mm,
my shit was too good to be like, you know, putting
To a
out.
point, though, you
cheesy
should take
stuff.
pride in your product. If
yeah.
somebody's
Yeah.
doing something like that, it's going to make your product look bad.
Mhm.
I don't
Well, we
blame you.
kept
I just said no
the
too.
originals, but I gave them away. I gave the ones the prototypes that they made. They made three of them. One of Arachnus, one of Cryptus, the main bad guy, and one of Helix, the female lead. And and the other two were actually pretty good. I just, I was really more about the anatomy. They were too doughy, like puffy
Mm.
looking, and I wanted some more structure, and
Musculature.
I wanted the joints to move, the elbows and the wrists or
Mm.
something. But they were like, "No, it's too expensive to do that. We can't do that." You know, they wanted to keep it below a cost that was super cheap, so they weren't willing to, make the adjustments that I was looking for.
Who wants an action figure that doesn't move?
Yeah, well, that's
Yeah,
what it
that's an
is.
inaction figure.
But they
Exactly.
yeah, but the Chinese market, they have a whole history of putting out characters like that. Like I grew up with my friend who came back from Japan. His parents were in the military too, but his room was filled with Japanese and Chinese toys, like the old anime and the manga
Mm.
looking characters, and they were all exactly like Ultraman, Inframan. All those characters were made the exact same way that they made Arachnus. And
Ah, I see what
I
you're
was
getting
an
at.
idiot. I didn't put those two and two together back then, because I'm really up in my own ass all the time.
Well,
Looking back
you're in
on
good
it,
company then.
yeah, that's why I
Wait
pull
a
my head
minute.
out of my ass years later, and I'm like, oh man, I'm a fucking idiot. What the fuck was I thinking?
Well, one that I don't understand is Walmart has the action figures for like the Marvel and DC characters. They're roughly a little bit bigger than a Barbie doll, and it's
Right.
just hard plastic. If
Yeah.
you're lucky, you might get the legs to move at the hip and the shoulder, and the arms will move at the
Yeah.
shoulders.
Yeah,
Like
but kids
who's
at
gonna
a
buy
certain
that?
age don't care about that. They just love playing.
Well, that's
It's
true
when you get
too.
older that
Yeah.
you start, you know. So those toys sort of target that younger age group, and they don't give a shit about it. They just like holding Spider-Man in their hand or whatever.
Dude,
But
that is God's honest truth right there. Like the kids, they just like my daughter, my daughter loves her action figures, right? She's got like one of those super articulated Fortnite characters,
uh-huh.
right? But that thing broke.
Yeah.
The articulation, because articulation is a point of
Yeah.
weakness, right?
Nope.
But she still has this old Trinity, which is about from the Matrix,
Wow.
which is it's the size of a Barbie doll, and it moves like an old Kenner Star Wars figure. The legs move and the arms move and the head turns back and forth, and that is it. And she has played with that thing so much that I've actually have had to repaint it.
Dang.
I had
That's
to bust out with my expensive ass model paints and repaint it
How
because it all just rubbed off. And then
old is your daughter?
she's almost 9 now.
Oh,
She's
right
8
on.
going on 9 right now. That's my youngest.
That's a wonderful.
That does bring up a good point. 'Cause I had when my daughter was younger, we had those stupid Bratz dolls.
Oh God, I hate those
And
things
or
so
not
much.
Bratz, the Monster High, I think it was.
Oh yeah, I hate
Oh,
those
yeah.
too.
And they had a lot of cool articulation.
Yeah.
I got them for her because she was like 4 or 5 at the time. They had all this cool articulation. They could move the wrist, move the elbow, the shoulder, and the damn things broke before you know it. And she barely got a chance to play with them. I was pissed. They weren't expensive, but just the fact that you spent money on it only for them to break like that, it's like, what's the point in even selling the damn thing?
Yeah, I mean, I mean, you could say what you want to about Patrick Thomas
Oh, I
Parnell,
did.
but but you know, the Johnny Phantasm action figures that he sold. I got like the whole shebang.
Yeah, why?
Well, because my kids really liked it. So
Why?
Wow,
because he
Marcus
was
is taking offense here. Wow.
Wow.
because
I wouldn't have bought, and I would have refused.
That's a
and you
cool
know,
name,
I'll be
Johnny
honest with you.
Shebang. That's
Sorry.
but those figures, they endured.
Yeah, they
They put up.
suck really bad too and look stupid. So
Look, I
wouldn't
didn't
want 'em.
like them, but you know, my kids really liked him, and Patrick hadn't revealed himself to be the asshole.
Even
that he
before
is.
that, they were bad figures.
Hey, you guys want to know something interesting?
But I'm glad they liked them.
Back in the day, and it's actually one of the reasons why Arachnus ended. One of the investors that invested in Mushroom Comics was a guy named Chris Leon, who was the owner of a company called Funline Toys out of China. And him and his investors from China invested like hundreds of thousands of dollars into Mushroom Comics, right?
Right.
And my brother and I, we weren't a part of Mushroom. We had our own studio, Morningstar, but we published under Mushroom, right? But Mushroom, you know, he had all the money. And the reason why we ended up breaking away from Mushroom Comics was because their investors were trying to initially they wanted to own Arachnus because they paid for, you know, we made a deal with them and they wanted Arachnus to be a part of their publishing company and own it, right? And, you know, and I was opposed to selling Arachnus at the time. And so there was this falling out, and we essentially just broke away from Mushroom and started our own publishing company.
Good idea.
With Gene, who was the colorist, but he came with us to Mystic to color our books. And I don't know what happened to Paul Heim after that, but Mushroom just stopped, right? But Chris Leon still wanted to have a piece of Arachnus. And so later, after Mystic and us parted ways, we got into a big battle because there was some money taken. Like one of our managers ended up taking $120,000 out of our personal account, and you know, he took it without telling anybody. But you know, I didn't have a problem with that because you know he handled all of our money and everything, and we were doing well so far. So I trusted him. But you know, but I was having a hard time at the time also because I was just tired of doing Arachnus. You know, I was tired of staying up with the or keeping up with the deadlines. It was just too much, right? Especially when I was young and all I wanted to do was party and chase women. But at any rate, so that was going on, and so when we broke away from Mystic Comics, my brother and I made contact with Chris Leon from the toy company. And we said, look, we're going to break away and we need, you know, finances, and we'll give you first right of refusals to do action figures on Arachnus if you invest in our new company. And so he agreed, and we wrote a contract for $150,000.
Okay.
And my brother and I went. We got a studio in San Diego, and this was Morningstar Productions was the name of
Okay.
our publishing company. So we started to publish. The last couple of issues of Arachnus were published by our own publishing company, my brother and I, with Chris as our financier. And so we were doing Retribution, and I finished the first book. The second book was done. We took that to the printers as the first book was coming out,
Where's my ink?
and this was all based on the investment, $150,000 that Chris had promised.
Right.
But he wasn't able to come through with the money, and it literally just stopped.
Oh
Right when we
no.
got the second issue into the printing company, we didn't have enough to cover the printing cost of the second book. So that's what stopped Arachnus. It just boom, it was dead in the water. And of course, I went into a big depression after that. It was bad. But in order to compensate financially, Chris hired me to do these trucks for he had a new line of trucks coming out called
Okay.
monster trucks. And he wanted me to design them, the monster trucks. And I didn't like drawing at the time, like drawing out the design. So I
Right.
told him I'll just sculpt it. So he gave me like these metal casted trucks
Oh,
that they
cool.
were already making. They were like metal cast, and I had sculpted on top of them and turned them into monsters, like the trucks themselves.
Oh,
Like the
that's cool.
windshields were eyes, and there was like claws that covered the tire wells, and
Right.
I made them look badass, and I sculpted them. And he actually had those made, and they were selling at Walmart and Toys R Us, and they were kicking ass. And I made good money off of them. It was fun. It was like he was paying me mad money, like like really good. But of course, I quit with him also, because I made these new motorcycles that I called Dragon Knights. And I
Okay.
turned the motorcycles into dragons. They were like the crotch rocket type motorcycles.
Okay.
I designed those and they look like dragons, and then I put knights on top of them as the riders, and they were the dragon
That's
knights.
cool, dude.
Yeah, and I sculpted them out, right? I sculpted them and
Mm-hmm.
gave it to him, and and he paid me $1,500 for each sculptor. It was three of them. And that was just to do the sculpture, but not for the design. I said, this is just for the artwork, but these ideas are my ideas, right?
Right.
So, if you're going to print them, I want part of that, right?
Right.
But he never did print them. He never did make them that I know of. But afterwards, I parted ways. I left California. That's when I left my girlfriend at the time, or this woman that I was living with, basically. She kept all of my Arachnus pages.
Right.
But I left, and I never talked to any of them again. But later on, those monster trucks ended up becoming monster machines. And he went and made a killing on the monster machine product. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the monster
Yeah.
machine.
No, I
I remember
that.
hearing of them.
Yeah, they were really super popular back then, like throughout the early 2000s, monster machine by Funline Toys. But I was the originator of those monster machine trucks.
That's cool, dude.
But I didn't get any credit for it or money for it, except for the work that I did. But that's all good. It's all good. I mean, I don't really care, but I just thought let you guys in on that little bit
That's
of
pretty
history.
cool, though.
Mm.
That is pretty cool.
You guys want to see something?
Yeah.
No.
Let me
Are we
switch
old
over.
enough?
I don't want to see anything.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah. Let me nuke. Where's
He's
my-
our resident contrarian.
Are you able to get the screen up? I think
Yeah,
I'm
it's
sharing
I
my
don't-
screen.
There's pills for that.
Am I not putting the screen
Is
up?
Don awake?
There we go.
Oh, look at that.
Ooh.
Wow.
So I showed this page before, and in
Right.
spirit of like what Roy was talking about and stuff, like about the sketches and so on, like we can zoom in a bit and just kind of see some of the detail.
Yeah, that looks badass.
Thanks, man.
That's really nice. I like the composition too. That's a good shot.
That's fun.
But I just wanted to show you guys I am not good at this. So here is an example of what I mean. Like this stuff takes me forever to do. And so you can see I sketch it out and then move shit around a lot. Like digital saves my ass. So just so you know.
How the hell can you post something like this and then have the balls to say, I'm not good at this?
No, you're going to see. Like this takes
Well, you don't know. I did it
time.
for him.
Yeah, totally. I had to get Marcus to come in and help me. But I'm trying to figure out this angle where like it kind of bleeds into the next panel. You can see it sort of here where his foot is dropping his shoe into the next panel, and then I've got this like chandelier that's almost like a splat.
Mm-hmm,
and if you were to follow the perspective lines all the way down, that is actually where the ground is for this building that he's standing on. Into that next panel.
Yeah, I remember that.
Everything tracks. But it was so tough, guys. And so I'm messing around trying to get this. Look how many attempts this takes. So I'm drawing, I draw that. I'm like, nope, that's not it. And then I draw it again. And I'm trying to get this building to look like this, and it's just not happening. Over and over and over. So you
thank God for digital. Thank God for digital.
Well, I mean, if I before then I would have used probably like vellum or something, but like over and over and over again trying to get it. And then I'm not satisfied with this either because the building is taking up this main building is taking up way too much space, and I'm supposed to establish Orb City. Right. So I'm working it out over and over, guys. Like,
that's why
look at this. This is madness.
Hey,
That's
sorry.
Lady Midnight, right?
I'm still having a hard time recognizing each of your voices. But who is talking right now?
The one that's showing the kick-ass artwork.
Marcus.
Me?
Right. Yeah. My name is Marcus.
This is Marcus. Okay.
No.
I'm sorry. I thought you were Doug Bacon.
Oh God, no. That's Nick Axe.
Yeah, that's Nick Axe.
My bad. I'm just.
No, you're good. You're good.
No, that's Don's artwork. That's Don's artwork.
Yeah, well, I think was it Don that was complaining a few minutes ago about bragging about your work?
No, that was not Don. Don doesn't complain. I don't know what you're talking about.
Who was just saying about?
Yeah, that was me. I was being that conniving little bitch.
Who's that?
That was
Don.
me.
That's Don, right?
That's Don. Yeah.
It's
always Don. If it's bad and wrong, it's me.
But you can see that I try this here.
Don, do you ever hype up your own work? Have you ever?
Never. I've never said that Omega Mission is the baddest ass comic you will ever see.
There you go. But actually, it's pretty dang good. I went through all of your characters and I like them. I think you got some really strong, imaginative characters.
Well, I appreciate that, sir.
Yeah, they're very cool.
Nick, I feel your pain here.
Like, I try this out and I'm like, this isn't working. I'm also trying to find a style, so I'm messing around with these brushes, and I think okay, maybe I found an ink brush.
Are you doing this in Clip or Photoshop?
Clip.
Now the
over and over and over again, trying to get the expressions.
Did you find the
you're doing it though.
tool relatively easy to use? Because I've had a hell of a time trying to use it.
I mean, 1.2 point perspective's pretty easy to use, but the once you get into 3-point and fisheye, it kind of messes with my head.
Exactly.
I seem to be able to draw it freehand a little better than when I'm using the tool. But look at this, guys. This is failure after failure after failure after failure. Experimenting, trying to figure out the character of the city, trying to figure out all that stuff.
Isn't that what sequential art really is, though? Failure until you get it right.
This is
really
what I
think
wanted
it is.
fans to see when I came up with that drawing challenge when we did for the that X-Force page, so we can try to tell the show the storytelling. This is the kind of stuff I was wanting fans to see, is that it's not just us sitting at a desk whipping out some badass drawing.
No,
There's actually numerous attempts involved with every page, whether you knock it all out with thumbnails. Like I know, like Bart Sears, he'll do, I think, up to 10 layouts for a page.
like look at this. At this point, look at this. I bring in this city, like, so I go online and I find like a city map, and then I put it in perspective, so you can kind of see it's sort of there. Like there it is, right?
Yeah.
Right, and then so I'm thinking, okay, from here I can build up buildings, and but the problem is that it sort of worked, but then I'm like, all right, I need to like start changing the character of a lot of these boxes because they all look samey. And so, this is me figuring out, okay, this is where the light is going to come from. So I'm sort of planning ahead here, thinking, all right, I know I'm going to have city lights, and they're going to like, as you go higher, it's going to get darker. And so I'm like, okay, where can I put passages, and where might I like have some of these lines vanish because the light is going to basically override the line, kind of thing. But I'm just sort of planning loosely. So I'm thinking, okay, with these lights, you know, where can I, and then I'm like, okay, I need to break this up. This is like looking, as I said, like too samey. So I'm like, all right, I need like a river or something like that in there to sort of break up this, delete some of these buildings, open up the river a little bit, and then start, you know, now I'm sitting here playing. Okay, so this is how far that video goes. And then here's another one that continues on. And so now I'm just sort of like playing around with value. I'm really cautious. So I'm super, like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. So I use a very light gray, and I'm just kind of like, okay, is this working? I don't know. So I duplicate it, and I'm like, oh, this is kind of working, I think, you know, but like, guys, like this shit took me fucking forever to figure out. Like,
I just want to warn you, Nick, stuff like this gets you kicked off because you're just too good.
This stuff, what?
Showing us stuff like this just gets you kicked off the show, never to be. Why do you think Arthur Roy's never on? Because he's like too good, and you're going to be the same champ in about 3 seconds.
You know, Marcus, you keep exactly what each of us go through. I mean, I think we can all relate to. I mean, if you know, I know that like people like Jim, what was his name? Kim Young-gi.
Oh yeah.
That guy who could just draw.
Oh no, yeah, he's awesome.
If everybody can do that, then we would all be like, you know, fuck you. But you know,
you mean I can't do that
most
now?
artists go through exactly what Marcus is going through. Exactly. It takes a lot of effort to do something right. And you know,
That's Nick, not
if you
Marcus.
really care about it, it's how much effort you'll put into it.
I really do.
So he shows that he gives a shit a lot about what he's doing, enough to where you're gonna put blood and sweat into it.
He's just trying to make us feel
good
better.
on you.
That's all.
Yeah, I can relate to everything he just said. It does take forever. It's hard to, you know, what you do is hard. It's not easy. Not everybody can do it. You know, it takes a rare special
dedication, if nothing else.
Exactly.
Maybe a little bit of insanity.
Well, you gotta, you know, to do something like comics. I mean, you gotta love it. If you don't love it, then you're not gonna bother with it. So it's the love of, I have this love for this medium, and it's not because I particularly love this medium. It's I love storytelling, and you know, and comic books gives you a freedom to tell stories, you know, like much more than maybe film does, or even writing. I mean, if you were a good writer, you could write a good story. But you know,
I like writers on this show.
You know, I try to touch on my writer's side, you know, because I don't really express the fact that I love to tell stories, and essentially I am a writer. I just don't trust my writing that well because I don't do it enough. But like I took on the writing mantle to rewrite the story on Arachnus.
The writing mantle,
right?
Yeah, and it's just trying to establish a whole idea, creating a new universe, and making that universe, uh, like it says in the Twilight Zone, to make it, of sight and sound to, you know, to take on in reality, to try and make a different dimension, open up a different universe. And this universe that I wanted to open up, I call it Arachnus. And Arachnus is essentially a universe. It's like a giant spider's nest that we all live in. And I want to tell that story. So that's what I'm trying to do. And I started to try to do that with the original version of Arachnus, but, you know, visually I like it. Like I came to, I don't know, like some of you understand don't have Arachnus, but this issue of Arachnus, I, I was looking at it, and it's one of my favorite ones that I did. Yeah, this one here.
See what you got. Look at that.
Oh, I like that cover.
Yeah, I like this
That's
cover
so much
too.
fun.
It's fun. And this was, Gene and I were the Colors Guerrilla Graphics at the time. This was when we were Mystic, or my publishing company. This was Morning Star Productions. So this was me and my brother's company. And this was our first book that we published, which was the third issue of that series.
Mommy.
But I like the way it was colored, and the writing wasn't bad either. Um, but Mike Wong
I
and
love all
Joe
those
Weems,
veins in his neck.
you guys know Joe Weems?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
He inked Mike Wong's work in this book.
he did a lot of work for Top Cow.
Yeah, he's an inker. He's really good, and he was a really cool guy. We would go over and hang out at his place. But I like this book, and and I was trying to come up with like more of Arachnus's lore, like the fact that he was made up of these machine-like spiders, you know. But 90s, this was all 90s stuff. But yeah, in this one, Arachnus did a lot of fighting these demons, and this was a good solid issue. And this was a good time. At the time, I was friends with Ricky Rocket, and he had his comic book called Sisters of Mercy, and we were doing advertisement for him. I forgot the name of
I
the
think
guy.
all I ever saw were the advertisements. I've never actually seen the book.
Yeah, we made good money on advertising, but this was the drawing by Mike Wong, and Joe Weems inked it. Pretty good. Cool.
Damn.
But yeah, a lot of every issue. This was our logo. Let me start logo. And this was a character in another book that my brother and I, mostly me, wanted to publish it eventually. That was the goal. Never got there. But the other books, this was the second issue, and this was published under Mystic Comics. And this is where we published. We were working with Tribal Force, publishing Tribal Force, with John Proudstar. Those were good times. And then Sisters of Mercy. So we were partying with Ricky Rocket from the band Poison.
Right.
Went to parties with him and stuff. It was just good times. A lot of fun back then. But yeah, I mean, I was looking at this and I'm like, well, I guess it wasn't that bad. I didn't really do too bad of a job, but a lot of action. Just none of these muscles make any sense at all. I was just throwing muscles into everything. But I like this character. I called him Locomotive.
you know, and it was, I meant the word loco to be Spanish for
Crazy.
crazy, and motive
Yeah.
for having a crazy motive, like he's just psycho.
That and he looks like he's built like a freight train.
Yeah, and
He
he's got
does.
these giant enhanced arms machines that he puts on, and then he essentially, I didn't know it at the time, but he is exactly like the Lobo character, and Lobo was created around the same time,
Oh wow.
you know.
With arms like that, you better be careful
Well,
and
yeah, I mean Lobo's arms are real, you know. He's just a muscular, but I want him to have an Apache Indian background, and he's just psychotic, but he travels the universes, you know, as a bounty hunter, and uh, and he's hired in this case to find Arachnus and to bring Arachnus back to uh, Cryptus, the you know who wanted revenge on Arachnus for fucking him up, you know, in the previous issues. But yeah, and this is Cryptus, and I had a friend draw these pages. Um, I forgot what his I forgot what their names are. This guy, his name is Chuck Jones. Yeah, Chuck Jones. Really cool dude. Really nice guy. And he worked for Sony Animations at the
Liefeld.
time, and they were doing he was working on the animation, but he took the time out to draw some issues or to draw some pages, and it was fun. Good guy. He was the one who actually Chuck Jones had it was at a Comic-Con in Oakland, and I met with him there, and he introduced me to Rob Liefeld, and it was at that meeting with, or at that introduction with Rob Liefeld, that Rob looked at me and ran away, scared. I still don't know why to this day, except that I think he was probably on drugs or something. He was tripping on some shrooms because it was just completely weird how he just looked at me, made this weird like that sound, and then ran, like turned around and ran. Chuck Jones looked at me and was like, "What did you say? What did you do to him?" Like, I didn't do anything. I just,
I said
yeah,
hi.
I reached out my hand to shake his hand, and he just turned around and ran. So I don't know why he did it. To this day, I still don't know why. But it's, it's what you get for meeting your. He wasn't my hero, but I did, you know, he was the reason I got into the comic book industry in the first place. So I looked up to him, or I respected him. Even though at that time he had a really bad reputation. He was lying and got a lot of people pissed off at him. So I think he was
I don't
worried.
know why that would be.
It had to do with making movie deals or something.
I
And
know why.
no, yeah, I'm not sure. There was a lot of talk going around. I don't know what's what, but at any rate, but you know, um, I'm gonna put an omnibus together and put all of these books in one book, and then I have all this new artwork to add to it. So that's my next project, is to do a reprint of the old books and package them in a nicer way this time. Put it all together, and then I'm going to add in some extra pages of work that was never published that I have for uh, these books. Some of these pages, maybe a little history of some
Right.
stuff, and then later I'm going to re I'm going to publish the remastered version, because I put a lot of work into it and I think it looks badass and the story is a lot better. So I'm going to do that later on down the line. But I got all these other books that I'm working on. I started working on. One of them is called Ball and Chain, and it's basically a couple who are in prison, and that it encompassed the ball and chain. I want it to be like a comedy, action, you know, action-packed comic. And Chain is, she's seductively good looking, but she uses the chain like a Manriki chain. Like she spins it around and bucks people up with it.
Sounds kinky.
Mm. Ball and chain, it's one of those basic concepts that I have for a story, but I got the other ones that I'm going to publish under Mystic Mushroom Comics. Shadow Walkers, Project Shadow Walkers. That has to do with that logo that I did for Morningstar, and then another comic story called A Lion's Pride. That's going to be. I'm really looking forward to that one, and I'm going to need like artists to help me because I'm not going to do these books. If anything, I'm just going to stick with Arachnus and keep working on Arachnus. But definitely, the next book I'm going to do is the Shadow Walkers. Maybe a line.
Yeah, I know a pretty badass guy that can probably help out.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping all of this can happen, and I don't know if some of you that can relate to me as far as our ages go. Most of my issues is dealing with my own fucking abilities, like to stay awake or to keep my mind clear. Especially with all the medication that the VA wants me to take for this and that. I'm like, fuck. So I don't like taking medication for anything, but especially gabapentin, which is what I
Oh
use for
gosh.
neuropathy. And that I'm just having a hard time with that shit. It's just fucking me up, but I can't seem to not take it without, just feeling like I'm on fire.
Right.
So yeah, it's there's a lot of give and take in this, but I really want it to happen. So I'm gonna try and do what I can for the remaining few years that I have left. I'm gonna put.
Where you go in the remaining few years you have left? You're not
Huh?
that old.
We don't accept that kind of language around here.
Yeah, right.
Reality.
I'm telling you,
Realistic.
if you finish this book and you get it out, I'm pretty sure it is going to do well because
Oh,
you've
absolutely.
already made a name for yourself. You're carrying that reputation onto current crowdfunded comics. I'm telling you, you're gonna do well.
Well, I appreciate it. And yeah, I can only hope. And but I do care about doing well. I mean, I want to do well. I want to be able to at least make enough money to keep going. To keep doing this. And my kids are already all growing up, except for my youngest daughter. She's got a couple of years left before she's 18. But I got grandchildren now that I really want to, provide for also. But, my family, they're all good. My daughters are all fucking kicking ass and they're all, married and they don't really need me anymore. but, um, but I do want to just make sure that they have what they need in the future. If I can do something about it, that'd be great. But mostly it's just this this burning thing that I have in my chest that just wants me to um, commit and be and put this out regardless if it's successful or not. I just wanna birth it, like give it birth and put Arachnus out there. Because I don't know, Arachnus is kind of he's like a child of mine, and I want him to do well in the world. So I want to
Right.
provide for him everything I can as a father, as a creator, to give him a platform to exist.
Did somebody fall asleep on stream?
Who?
Oh, I'm here. Maybe Omer fell asleep.
Sound like
No.
Don't worry, I do that. I ramble sometimes. I just can't help it.
No, you're
I
good.
get into a thought stream.
Homer's just being a pendejo.
Pendejo. Maricón. Puta
Oh,
madre.
Maricón!
So
Maricón. Puta
We always
madre.
lose Duck at the break, huh?
Huh?
Yeah,
I
what's
just
up
We
with
always
wanted.
that?
lose
Has
Duck. Is
anybody
Duck?
asked him about that?
No, I don't know. I've never asked him about it, but I just noticed the last couple times. I
What's
don't
It's
that?
know.
like been a month. He's been doing that for a month or so.
A couple of pictures I want to redo here because I've leveled up so much since I did it. This one is like 8 years old. It's back in 2018. I'll zoom in on this so people can actually see what the heck it is.
I end up doing the same
Yeah, that
thing,
looks
Tank.
awesome.
I'll go through one of my old sketchbooks and I'm like, oh, hey, that looks cool. I wonder what it would look like if I drew it now.
Well, yeah, and this was a promotional piece, and so and one of the things that I do with my cyberpunk is like I go, hey, is it okay if your IP appears in the book, but as a commercial product? So like a snack or a drink, or in this case, like the Alterna Theaters, where it's all the movie titles are independent comics, right? So it's a little tongue in cheek, like nod to everybody out there because it is. I put the punk in cyberpunk a little bit, right?
You put the spunk in the punk?
That's
Ooh.
right.
I like how you chewed up that wall to her right as well.
Oh, thank you.
The one in the foreground.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, that looks really good. That's really
And
good.
you got this guy in the
Is that
background.
8-page or a double page?
This is just a promo piece. The original is a 5x8.
Oh, wow. Yeah. That looks
And the owner of this is Lorenzo Sleestack. He's a big supporter of indie
Nice.
comics.
Wow.
And he was not taking no for an answer. Like there's so many little tiny details here. Like the address is 420 because that's funny.
Yep. Whenever I have
Um,
a character looking at a watch or a timepiece,
and
somehow it's always 420.
then you'll notice that this power armor right here has been stabbed with a minigun. Allow me to accent
Ow.
that.
Damn.
Cool.
And his own minigun. And then you'll notice, like, all right, so everything's all chewed up, right? Everything in this picture is all chewed up, right? Her clothes are chewed up. The environment, there's dead bodies everywhere. There's just streets are destroyed, except for her brand new Valkyrie holsters. Valkyrie, go for it.
That's funny.
So it's an ad within an ad, right? It's like this is the dystopian reality of cyberpunk. Because I was even as a kid, I was inspired by things like The Running Man. I was like, dude, this is so fucked up. Like, how is this normal? How is this okay? Free Jack and stuff like that. I was like, dude, no, I have to
Hunger
incorporate
Games.
that. Right.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. That's really cool.
So, and then I've got this one. This is a promo piece for one of the issues as well. The title of this picture is Finger Painting. If you'll notice carefully, the thumbs up she's giving, that's not her thumb.
She's holding them? That's gross.
Yeah, and
it's AI
cool.
art.
Right.
Hold the thumbs up. That's cool. That's
and in the
sweet.
background, it's it's now in beta, right? Scalpel, it's the right tool for the job. Of course, it's a big promotional picture, and she's Scalpel Zero, the original, the prototype, and she has written in blood on there, prototype for the win. And a whole bunch of like little nods and stuff like that to the comic community. Ode to Bon Shen, that's Good Dog Press. Deltaverse is real. He's gone now. There's a Critical Snail back here. That's Pixel Trader. I Stand on Brad Ashworth. He was a comic creator around the time. Cross Comics logo right here. Rick Piper, creator of the Canadian Shield. This one behind her is blurred out because that guy's persona non grata. And then here's another promo picture. Just a little splash. It was just kind of like a concept. I was trying to work out like the finale of a story where Scalpel Zero, because she is, she's an artificial thing, but she's law enforcement. She's the second the second artificial being to be granted the full status as law enforcement, right?
Oh.
So she's got to go stop like these, these cyberpunks and whatnot, and because there's a lot of them. Most of these guys are war veterans who now are just getting jacked up on all sorts of machinery, right? Forming their own little gang. Society's starting to fall apart. Her story takes place at the birth of what we would reckon in between, at the precipice between life and society as we know it and that dystopian cyberpunk future. So this is because nobody ever tells the story of, like, they'll do it in exposition, right? They'll be like, oh, this happened and that happened and the world became a fucked up place. I was like, you know what? No, I'm gonna walk you through that story. And I've got your guide here, and she's got tungsten kukris that'll Drax you sklounced. And then speaking of, having to redraw a picture 100 times.
That's always so much fun.
This one's about 6 years old. I want to redo it as well because I've grown so much and learned so much since I last did this. And this is analog. Let's see here. This one's colored digitally, but it's analog. This one's analog as well. But yeah, no, I redrew.
When you say analog, what is
Traditional
that?
art.
Like you drew?
What people call traditional, but
yeah, you scanned into the computer.
Yeah, I
or
took this
like,
down to my to my local store and had them scan it.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I love to, like if I had a signature for my art style, it would be no detail without purpose. Right?
Excuse me.
Nope.
So I hide like little advertisements and stuff like that. I got a little bisque cola down there.
Cool.
I love hiding stuff in mine too, just to see if people pay
Those
attention.
spiders on the wall?
No,
What is that?
they're supposed to be bullet cracks, but
oh, okay.
yeah, I wasn't all that great because it was supposed to be like what do you call it? A snapshot, right? So this one right next here. I'm going to grab my red pen here. No, not the red pen. Okay, so create new layer. So this is the first one. So this is the most recent one. And then we'll call this one 0, -1, -2. So we go back in time, right? So they're at different points of impact. So you can see that the gunfire is walking up the wall. But I've learned since that because
Yeah. Cool.
So I can do this better now.
Yeah, you just add a little bit of more light, and like that to give it a curve. So a little highlight to show light coming in, and just like a little sea or something of darkness, and it'll give it that impact look.
Absolutely, yeah, and highlighting on the cracks too. I could have taken my white gel pen and just accented it, make them pop out a little bit more.
I think you need to add some drops from her rectum so she shit herself getting shot.
No, look at that murderous intent in her eye as she is firing from behind her back. She's like behind the back shot.
Pull that gun out of her ass.
Nothing but net. That is. Oh no, you have fucked up.
Wow. That looks great, though. That's a really good scene.
Yeah. So I'm bringing. She's coming back. I know this is the most late comic book that has yet to be crowdfunded. I get.
Who is that?
This is
What's her
Scalpel
name?
Zero. This is my my protagonist for my.
She sounds like because of the word scalpel, it makes her sound like she's precision cutting.
Yeah.
Like she's precise.
And Zero because she's a prototype. She is a precision tool. And because it's cyberpunk, I have been lying to the audience the whole time. And the real story is so messed up.
Oh, no.
Well, that's
sounds
right.
intriguing.
Well, that's cyberpunk, though. You got to lie to the audience. If you're telling the truth right off the bat, no.
I get you. That's cool.
No, that's not it. I'm looking for I'm looking for something else. Scalpel versus characters. So, Scalpel Zero, Chicken Noodle Soup. So yeah, here's the design sheet for the story that I actually am going forward with. So this is how she's dressed. This is her gear. Uh, and this, Nick Axe was talking because he worked. Said he was did a lot of work in animation stuff, and this is all super sketchy and stuff. But dude, for real, creators, please, if you're gonna come up on the studio, if you hand us something like this, we're gonna be so happy. You know what I'm saying?
It doesn't even necessarily have to be like a 360 degrees. Simple
No,
front and back.
We don't see what you're talking about. Don's got his screen.
I know.
base.
Don's
He's
hogging the
drawing
stage.
horse boobs.
Yeah,
It's cool looking though. I like it, Don.
Are we looking at the vested warrior muscle shot, or did you guys?
I think Don's stepped away from
Hello?
the computer. I think he's helping.
So we're gonna
Oh,
make
Don.
fun of him until he comes back.
Yeah,
Mm.
he's a doo-doo face and he
Yep.
dresses funny.
Doo-doo stinky face.
Yeah, full of no-no.
How many of us are on the panel right now?
I don't know. Don's blocking everything. He's making me cry.
Marco.
I was muted, you
Hello.
fucks. Sorry.
Why are you getting mad at us? You're the one who was muted, dummy.
Oh, I'm mad at me then.
So yeah, everybody out there who wants to come up on the studio, come up here with something like this, and we
That would be
very,
awesome.
very happy.
That way we have a clear shot of the front and the back of what the character looks like.
You
and
just
any
want a clear
weapons we
shot in
might
your
have.
back. That's all.
Right. So like this is, and keep in mind, this is still broad strokes, but this is a character reference sheet. So, it's got like key details here, and you can.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, it's real, especially as I zoom in, you see it's real sketchy, right? But it's all the important stuff.
Yeah, that's cool. That's what a lot of in the concept art world. That's what they expect when you're doing concept art of characters. That especially for modelers, 3D modelers, they need to have all those details. So that's cool. That's really good. I've been meaning to do something like that myself with all my characters.
I used to do turnarounds and stuff like that. Like I would take the concept artist's sketches and work with the creative director and finalize, certain details. Like I like this, I want that. They've got their printouts and they got their red pen and they're just circling shit. They're scribbling shit with a ballpoint pen, making notes. And I'm like, okay, cool. Then I got to go take that and lots of measurements like this. Like I said, this is super rough, but then I would take that and I would turn it into turnarounds because that's what that's like you said, that's what they expect. That's what they need. And so I've got like this stuff, and I had a couple of people actually, like after I showed this off, a couple of people with backgrounds in graphic design went and took like the 54 star flag, because in the year 2065 there are 54 states.
How do you know?
The Consumer Products Development logo.
He's been to the future.
Right? And the Scalpel Program logo, and they would
kind of remind me of Paul Verhoeven from RoboCop, who does.
Yeah, dude, I love that stuff too.
Yeah.
And then I love firearms, so I made a 3mm Gauss pistol
pew,
and
pew,
a
pew.
7mm bullpup carbine.
That's bad.
Is 3mm gonna have stopping power?
Well, considering it's a ferromagnetic tungsten round traveling at about Mach 2.
That should be enough.
Yeah, the trigger has a 70-pound pull on it. 70-pound draw on the trigger. You're not squeezing that, but she is. And these stats down here in the corner, these stats. So I actually went and crunched numbers, and these are not accurate. There's the deadlift and overhead press, those are about accurate, but the running speeds are severely understated, and the reaction time is this 10 milliseconds. Keep in mind, peak human reaction time, the fastest recorded, is around 150 milliseconds. Hers would actually be 5 milliseconds. So
Yeah, she's getting
she
slow in her old
reacts.
age.
Yeah, I mean that. What's crazy is that by the time you've got sight on her with a firearm, if she can see it, she cannot be there. You know. And her weight is way off. I originally estimated, my loose armchair mathematics said 354 pounds. I was off by about 70 pounds. She's around 430.
Something's not right.
But
Well, she's
yeah.
got to maintain that dainty figure.
Yeah, well, I mean, she's got 5-time human muscle density interlaced with polymer monomer fibers.
That's it.
Her skeletal structure I changed, is no longer tungsten alloy. It's I was looking at some of the new high speed
Vibranium.
aluminum alloys. Not aluminum, but titanium alloys that are basically fucking vibranium. Like for real, like they're crazy. And then with the skin weave that she's got, so her skin is interlaced with alloys and all sorts of other stuff. She's got a NIJ. Let's see here. I think I have that file open here.
Sure, it's not NIG.
No, let's see. Yeah, I do. So yeah, she could lift up to 7,000 pounds, 3.5 tons, up to a 2,500 pound grip force.
Are those cybernetic enhancents, or are
genetic
those like
and cybernetic?
biological?
Yeah, both.
Sounds like she's got to be careful during happy time too. Jeez.
It's like a super
Yeah,
soldier.
no,
Got that
she's well. I mean, she is the monster, right? She's not the hero. She's not the villain. She's the monster. It's the villain that created the monster. It's the hero that has to stop the monster. So yeah, ballistic resistance, and I ran this through a few different AIs to get consistent results, right? And I was like, "Show me your math," so that way I can compare the math to other math. But basically, she could resist basically like a 240, a 7.62 by 51 millimeter, or 240. I think is 7.62 by 49. But and non-armor piercing. So it's an NIJ RF2. That's the old 3A. But
if she went up against that Terminator, the female Terminator, the liquid one, how would she fare against that thing?
She's so much faster than that Terminator, but that Terminator is far scarier than she is in terms of survivability. Now, what doesn't as long as Zero doesn't experience cellular death, her biological components can recover from it. So,
nerds.
You can't throw the COVID at her then, and she'll succumb to it,
in
right?
fact, actually, her adaptive DNA, during trial periods, because she is about a decade old at the beginning of the story. During her trial periods, they actually for a while did use her to develop new antibodies against diseases by just constantly infecting her, because she has adaptive and recombinant DNA. Her stab cutting.
Yeah, you got a solid storyline. You got a solid
man.
character. And when is this book supposed to come out?
It was supposed to come out 8 years ago.
Well, cool.
Remember, it's not late if you haven't offered it yet. So you're good, Tank. You're good.
Right.
Everything sounds great.
So now I'm, now I'm working on Bellatorus Rescue and Recovery. That's so I could put a game out there and build something that we can all use and pay my bills for a little bit. I love games. Like, as much as all y'all talk about comics, that's me when it comes to games. Like, I could talk endlessly about.
Yeah, we need to talk about networking and sharing advertisement for each other's books.
Yeah.
Like I would
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about sharing costs.
Yeah, open call.
Yeah, well, the cost is minimal. I think page cost is always minimal when it comes to printing, but you print 100 pages or 120 pages. I mean, it's not gonna be that much of a price difference.
So, I've got this Skyrim Let's Play series. Now it varies in viewership. Like this morning's was just abysmal, and I got 45 views, and that was terrible. Normally, I get over 100 on it, and the people are there for at least for on average an hour. So I'm populating my break times with ad breaks. So, hey, everybody out there in TV land, everybody up here on the panel, hit me up at Spare Tank on X, and give me your ad stuff. I'll do what I can. It's a forcible. I mean, normally I've just been playing bumper music, but
What the hell is bumper music?
it's just music to pad time, right?
They call it bumper music is when you're on the radio and you're going out to commercial and they play a song. That's bumper music.
Yeah.
I was in radio. I never heard of that, but okay.
I guess you weren't really in radio.
Guess I wasn't.
Yeah, I'm doing episode.
I'm joking with you, Don. Of course you are. I'm not.
No, you are.
No, I'm not.
But I'm doing. I know you're not.
I'm doing episode 2 of a new playthrough tomorrow morning, but I get a lot of viewership on the weekends, so I would like to get ads from people that get their trailers and stuff like that, and so that way I can create these ad breaks and get this stuff in front of people. That's what I want to do. I'm like, okay, cool. I've got a vehicle. I'm 2 subs away from 500.
Sweet.
Well, we know we can't allow that, so not
right. And I'm
over 500.
And I'm over 1,600 hours of watch time. So I only have about 1,400 more hours of watch time, and then I'm eligible for monetization.
I'm sure you'll get it before I do.
But and I want these ads.
We're working on it, Don.
Like I even told Katie I was like, hey, yes, send me an ad for your channel, and I'll put it there because I'm reaching out to different audiences than just the comic book people. Right, I'm reaching out to the tabletop gaming communities. I'm playing video games. I'm getting those people.
Yeah, that's good. That's
right.
smart.
I do artwork
that's
for
good.
Tabletop Gaming Company,
See, yeah, right.
Yeah, Mythic Americas. I'm waiting for another page.
So, and I just want to see us all succeed, man.
Thanks.
For real.
Mm-hmm.
That's.
I did.
I really want to see myself succeed.
Me too.
For Hatchet a while back, and I did it on black, and this is all digital. I did it on black and then used the white ink like I was talking about earlier with the light and shadows. But, because all you're working with is light. So I did like a Hatchet image, with the head and shit. I was just fucking around, but
what's it say?
He's fun to draw. One of my earliest commissions, I had a Hatchet sketch cover, and that I got a chance to draw him. He's pretty gnarly.
Yeah, I figured it had to be really graphic, so I was, I didn't mind
I'll be right back. I gotta go pick up coffee tax. Sorry to interrupt.
He's got to go what?
Piss.
Patriot Act?
Sometimes we don't know what, Michael, sometimes we don't really know what Tag's saying. We just go along with it.
You got to pee, man.
Honestly.
Cool.
No, coffee usually makes you do the other thing.
Okay, he's got his shit.
No, it's true. Legit.
What's for dinner, Don? What do you got in your mouth? A big eggplant?
Don had corn.
I got a big steaming pile of pee-pee in my mouth.
Hey,
that guy's pretty bad.
Homer, are you still awake?
Oh, I just woke up. What's happening, guys?
I'm awake.
I'm showing awesome artwork by some random guy.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Not that one, the last one.
This one's cool.
Yeah, John doesn't think too highly of himself, does he?
Somebody's got to.
And this one's cool.
Mm.
Yeah, I've seen this one colored.
Comment.
Don, I think you covered. This one's good.
Okay.
And this one's cool as hell.
It's okay. I like that. Very good.
And this one. So I'm gonna print these out in the book and color them. Get somebody to color
Hey,
them.
Don Colors.
I would color them myself, but I'm
I
not
have
very
a
good
$37,000 licensing fee.
at. I would pay that
Okay.
easily.
Let me pull that out of my ass real quick.
See, Don, I'm looking out for you.
Standing by.
But yeah, I would love to have done a Hatchet book, but I'd like to do a comic book that's all on black paper and just pull out the light in it. And I had so much fun. Like I got a bunch of these kind of images that are all in black. I got this dragon that I did, and also airbrushed a mural on a black wall. I got images of it, but it just take me
I
forever to
drew a
find them.
boob one time.
Boobies are good. I like boobies.
Oh, that was a boo boo. Okay, never mind.
You fucked up.
I fucked up.
Oh, Jesus.
That's something I've never drawn. Jesus.
A boob?
No, Jesus.
No.
Yeah,
I thought.
I did. I did a painting of Jesus
Did you do Muhammad?
on a cross.
Did you draw
Huh?
Muhammad?
No, no, I don't really care to draw Muhammad. Yeah, I got so many fucking drawings and paintings that it takes forever to find anything, so I'm not gonna bother. But I did a image of Christ on the cross, um and my aunt took it. She has it. I did the Pope also for my grandmother, Pope John Paul. I'm not a Catholic, and I don't really, you know.
Were they both getting eaten by spiders? Arachnids?
Was he surrounded by
That's
young children?
sacrilegious. Oh God, Don.
See, I got these images of arachnids too that I wanted to do.
Yeah. The Pope's in the Epstein files, guys.
Jesus.
No.
Had nothing to do with the Epstein files.
This story would have been. This story is a lot better to tell than the original. So I was gonna actually do different universes or different worlds. They come through in this portal, and then they explore like the universe.
No.
You know, and this is a remake of that very first scene where Arachnus jumps through the glass window. But and then again, this was when I was thinking of Arachnus as a monster. So I wanted to give him more realistic spider attributes. But I don't know, he's still like a superhero looking character. Because aesthetically, I want Arachnus to be pretty, you know, like
He's so
cool
pretty.
looking.
Well, another thing, you can't take like a Faust kind of approach. The character looks like a superhero, but he does some pretty monstrous things.
Yeah, well, especially eating people and devouring their
That's not so
souls. That's pretty much. And this is how
Oh,
I
I did
wanted.
that for breakfast.
This is John Blackwell
He
right
was getting
here,
a
and
Netflix documentary out of that. It's not so
when he first meets Arachnus as a spider, and Arachnus devours him, and then they become. I have a scene where Arachnus comes. You know, it's like a spider
bad.
when
And they
it
become
molches.
BFF.
It'll break away from its skin and become like it grows. I did the same thing, but instead of a spider coming out of the skin, it was John, and then his spider legs came out of his back after he was born into his new body.
After he was rebirthed.
You know?
Rebirthed.
And remember, kids, if you take too much Ozempic, that will happen to you too.
This was a painting. Oh, I did this on airbrush on canvas. This was an airbrush painting of. It was like an earlier idea I had for Helix, and these monsters are called race rats. But I didn't keep this concept, but I like it. This was a cool painting.
All right, party people, I gotta go. I've got to wake up at 4:30 a.m.
Ew.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ooh, for work?
Yeah, to pick up my wife from the hospital. She's a nurse, and I also have a
Oh,
little homestead here, so I've got like ducks and geese and stuff, and I have to get them going too. So
So that's what happened to duck bacon.
yeah,
farm
totally.
life.
That's what
Yeah, it's pretty
Do
cool.
you have a regular job that you work at, or do you?
This is it. I mean, I used to have a couple of other businesses, but like marketing and graphic design and things like that. But I recently sold that, so I just sort of like help oversee some of the stuff that's going on there. But otherwise, yeah, this is pretty much it. I wanted to kind of transition from the
Male to
previous
female.
soulless that too. That too. I mean, no, I want to transcend like reality, really, and become a god. No, but
Make a living as an artist.
yeah. I mean, I used to own an animation studio like 20, 30 years ago, something like that.
Really?
But
Are you still involved in animation, or do you still?
I mean, I did some things on the side, but no, not really. No, I mean, back then I directed a computer animated Christmas special, and we did some classical.
Well, I'm getting it. I'm gonna. My brother and I are talking about it because, him being in the gaming industry, he deals with a lot of new programs that, deal with animation, especially computer animation. And he himself is a 3D
Mhm.
modeler that's dealt in gaming. So he's been working on a 3D model of Arachnus, and he wants to do motion comics, but he wants to
That's be
animate
badass.
certain parts of it. But I want to go farther into motion comics and actually do animated um, series, an animated series using some of the new modern apps like Blender, for instance, and the stuff that you can do with that
Yeah.
program. And I got a sculpting program on my iPad called uh, Nomad, and it's
Yep.
pretty good. It's a learning curve, and it takes me forever to figure anything out.
Yeah. I have
But
Nomad as well, and I
people
have
already
Blender.
know how to
Yeah.
do that. Yeah, but so yeah, eventually and hopefully soon, like by the end of this year, or hopefully maybe at the beginning of next year, I want to start working on. It's an online series of not just Arachnus, but other stories, and we're going to do motion images or motion comics, and eventually I want to get into
Well,
animation for
Nick, we
sure.
appreciate you being on, man. And
Yeah,
you go get some good
definitely.
sleep, buddy.
Appreciate the invite, Don, as usual. And guys, it was fun. Had a blast, and I'll see you guys later.
All
See
Later,
you
right.
Nick.
later, man.
Get some
Nick.
good sleep.
Thanks for
Have
coming
a good
on.
night.
And
Yeah.
on that note, I think we're going to go ahead and shut her down.
Yeah. All right.
We all
Well,
got we're all past our bedtime. They ain't one of us that can't say they don't need some beauty sleep.
sure. Not me. I'm up for the night.
So,
I
anybody
slept
want to
all
show
day.
off anything before we go? All right, let's see. Marcus. And this is what now?
I don't know.
Cram, cram,
Conan.
cram.
It looks like Conan. Who?
We'll call it Conan.
Well, it was going to be that
Conan.
guy's character, and then it
Oh,
became, I don't know, Conan,
cool.
I guess. I don't know.
Obviously, it's
Well,
not that guy.
yeah, I'm not
That guy's
sure. Right off
he's not black.
the
So,
but
No, I was
that's
gonna
really
make him
dynamic.
black.
we used
Although
to.
I guess Conan is a person of color, right?
Yeah, well, you got to give him dreadlocks. Got to be fair.
Well, I hope you guys liked it. It's kind
That
of
was good
it is
though.
what it is.
Your anatomy is on the
Oh, thanks. I
on
was
the
worried
money.
about that. I appreciate that, Mike.
Got what is this again? Blood Wolf.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, that's
Cool.
badass. He looks menacing.
Thank you.
All right, we got
Very nice.
Barrett's turnaround sheet here,
Whoa.
and his freaky Matrix.
Turn around. Every time I want to think about you, I'll tell you, turn around.
Homer.
I like to see your butt when you turn around.
Turn around.
Ooh, that was
So
nice. Did you color that
yeah, I
tonight
started
too?
it today, but I'm gonna finish it on my channel because I can't give Don all the views.
She can cut glass. Damn.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
and then I
great
just
job on
started
that.
this one here for Haldir. Finish this
She
character
English or
off.
Latina?
She's Lara Croft. Lara Croft.
Yeah, you got your turnaround is fantastic. The way you just produce art
Turn
like
around.
constantly.
Oh, me?
That's my page to
Finish this tomorrow. I'm tired, man. Whew.
Turn around.
It's a long weekend. I'm ready for work.
yeah. I guess let me show you guys real quick the page that I was redoing. Digital art. And I wish I could claim myself a digital artist, but like I guess I feel like better because you guys were explaining how you're going through the same problems, redoing a page over and over again. And
I don't do that shit. That shit's for chumps.
Yeah, I don't do it either. One and done for me, baby.
Yep.
here's that
Move on to the
one.
next
Here's
fucking
that one
page.
drawing.
There
That's
you
right.
go. No, pull that up. Pull that back up. That is
That
awesome.
was this was a drawing. Yeah, and but Eric Larson didn't like it.
Wow.
I guess he didn't like the way I drew
I
his
heard he's
character.
like anally picky about how you draw the fin.
Yeah, the
Dragon's
fin.
Den.
He's so
Larson, obviously retarded.
retarded.
Well,
Retarded. He's retarded.
Retarded.
He's retarded.
no, he probably didn't like that I pitted Arachnos equally against his
Yeah.
character or something.
Larson.
I even slashed him
Yeah,
across
that's
the
what it
chest.
was. You didn't like that you injured his big green man.
When you get
That's
a chance, come
badass,
back
man.
to me, Don. I want to show Michael some stuff I finished this week.
Guys, we're not having a love fest here, okay?
Yes. Look.
All right,
Michael, I
go.
finished all these turds. This is a beautiful piece, though. This is a character by
Ooh,
Mass
That's pretty
Ramen.
turd.
good.
Yeah. And this
Yeah.
one's also for the fans out there. This is Amelia Deadeye from LeMay. And then I did some practice fun painting just for shits and giggles earlier this week. Just pretty
Jeez.
hot sluts.
That was
E-thotteries. And then I drew this bonerific thing here. I don't know if you saw this.
What is
It's
that?
an eggplant with some Cool Ranch and some space cherry. Yeah. So and then
funny.
it's actually this guy because he's purple. So I drew him as
Wow.
a purple wang.
All right, and I'm working on something for Mama Donna. It's a
Oh, it's cute.
unicorn guy.
Ooh.
Oh, is this gonna be the queen
Dang.
of the studio?
No, this
T-shirt?
is something she wanted me to do a while ago. We'll probably put it on t-shirt though. It's just like a unicorn dude, like
Badass unicorn.
flexing. Yeah, got Mama Donna.
That's cool.
There we go.
Yeah.
And
Dang. Yeah, that was part of the drawing we saw earlier without the head. I was wondering.
so anyway, that's
That looks good.
I want to thank everybody for stopping in and watching and subscribing
right.
and unsubscribing and subscribing and unsubscribing and subscribing and unsubscribing. I want to
No.
thank everybody that contributed to the coffee tonight. We appreciate you. Katie did, and what was the other guy?
Aaron C.
Bad Graphics, I think it was, and Aaron C. So we do appreciate all that, and we'll be here next week probably if nothing weird happens. If we're still one country under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all.
Hallelujah.
And yeah, and that's pretty much it. Mama Donna, you want to give a shout out to anybody and say goodnight and all that stuff?
Good night, guys.
Good night.
Mama Donna.
Good
Well,
night,
have a
Mama
good
Donna.
week. Be safe.
You
Thank
too.
Likewise.
You too, absolutely. All right. Good night, y'all.
Later.
me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.